Today we are brawling it up with our Chaos Space Marines creations at bio list. We've got a Chaos Lord with Prime Test Subject to absolutely murder whatever he touches with +1 damage and reroll hits. Cypher to help us out in those melee mirrors and also be a lone operative versus shooting armies. And of course, it wouldn't be Fabius Bile and his creations without the man himself, Fabius Bile. 2 units of 10 cultists to help us play Warhammer, screen, do that kind of stuff. 5 Legionnaires is like a midfield skirmish piece. 3 Rhinos. I really like Rhinos to be action monkeys in this type of army because we really struggle to do those kinds of secondaries. They offer speed and durability. 1 unit of 5 Chaos Terminators. That's a very durable, interesting ingress threat that can kind of punch up in a way that Warp Talons and things like that cannot. And then the meat of the list, 10 Chosen joined to Fabius Bile, loving all those stat buffs. 5 Chosen joined to the Chaos Lord to be an absolute missile, go out and kill just about anything. And then the clean 30 Possessed. This army is not subtle. It's all about smashing your face open, and we'll see if it works.
Okay, in this list, I have 2 Beast Bosses. Each are going to go with 10-man Beast Snagga Boys. We bring these guys because they have that anti-monster vehicle 4-up Dev Wound combo, which is really good with the Beast Snaggas. I have a big mech. He's going to go with 6 Breaka Boys. He has Follow Me Lads. We're bringing him specifically for the reroll advances and the pseudo fly ability. The Breaka Boys naturally reroll charges and the Big Mech naturally reroll advances. This is a unit we can really teleport across the battlefield. I have 3 War Bosses. Each of them are going to go with 5 knobs. The War Bosses are just part of like the big damage package, especially in War Horde. 9 attacks in the WA is great. The 2 Beast Snagga Boys, they can either go be part of the big damage WA or they can trade kind of early and stand on objectives because they do have OC2. I have 5 trucks. They mostly deliver the package, and then they're going to turn into a bunch of like skirmish units. They're either going to like charge into objectives or score points. 18 Breaka Boys. We have these guys because they are just flat 3 damage, which is something Orks just don't have any other way. The ability to do the bomb squigs, do the mortals, charge out, do a bunch of damage is exactly why we want them. We have 2 5-man flash kits. They can either skirmish early or trade and do missions. They're just beefy and can have 5 OC on objective. Gretchen, they mostly just screen the backfield. They don't really do anything else. 15 knobs, they just run out and they're going to kill stuff. They're not going to do absolutely anything else. And then 5 Storm Boys to either screen, score points, or skirmish on an objective. That's great.
All right, now that we've gone through those lists, let's talk about the mission and format and all that stuff. So it's WTC Terrain, which is obviously a little bit more dense than we're used to playing with the US Open Terrain pack. We are playing good old-fashioned take and hold, so 5 points per primary you hold, slight advantage to the person who goes second at the end, and then of course it's hammer and anvil, so we got 3 objectives in no man's land, no obvious expansion objective, and then 1 deep in our deployment zones. Let's go ahead and talk about our deployments here as well. I've got 1 unit of 5 Terminators in reserve. And then we've got the 20 Possessed, 10 here and 10 here. I'm not really concerned about Michael shooting at all during this match. He's got flash kits, which I moderately have to respect. I just don't want to take needless damage. But there's a freedom to deploying in the open here, which is nice. 1 Rhino with 10 Cultists and Cypher inside. This is a little fun package. This is because I really find CSM struggle to do like area denial without committing a real resource turn 1. So I'm trying out a little Cultist Rhino to give me some help with that stuff. Cypher is awesome in matchups like Orks, and he's just a great lone-op character. Him going in that Rhino makes a lot of sense to me. Then I've got Fabius Bile and 10 Chosen in this other Rhino, which you'll notice my Rhinos are all angled. That's because they fit very naturally with the flows of the terrain. I just like doing that kind of stuff. And they can get out and support central or right or left flank as the game develops. Over here I've got a Rhino with 5 Legionnaires and a Lord with 5 Chosen. This objective, I think, is going to be the one Michael secures the most easily, so I'd like to contest it a couple times, once with 5 Legionnaires, once with the Lord and Chosen if I can, and then if I eventually lose it, at least I've contested it twice. The Terminators are an ingress to basically give me a reactive move, or a reactive deployment to see how Michael and the Orks are unfolding. But other than that, we're just going to see how it all goes, because this is a melee matchup, and it's going to come down more to the staging and charging than it is deployment with no guns. So Michael, what about you?
Okay, so for me, I have all 5 trucks kind of spread out. That's pretty intentional in case Nick decides to send out his 10 Possessed just all the way across the board. I don't want to get too tangled up. I've spread out my threats just a little. I have my trash trucks, or well, trash trucks as in, I have 5 flash kits inside near the side objective, so I can send out and try and trade for some secondaries. Or I have these Storm Boys right here in the middle of the board, because I don't want to have to trade like a real unit or dump a lot of guys outside of a truck. I'd rather just send trucks into the middle to do area denial, cleanse, or anything along those lines. I'm set up so that I can pretty much stage into the middle. I want to set up like a really big wall turn and put all the orcs on the table at the same time. And then I have one unit down here. It's these breakaboys with the big mech. So they have the Here We Go lads, which is the +2 move. They're on the table, so I can use the strat to give them +2 advance and +2 charge, so I can zoom them across the board. They gain more out of being outside of the truck. And then I have one unit of breakaboys in reserve. They're a good rapid ingress threat, so I can just kind of reinforce whatever side I end up starting to lose, so I can make sure that I continue to win the attrition war.
Nice. Should be very exciting. Do you want to go first or second?
I think I want to go second, to be honest with you.
Why is that?
Yeah. So for me, the CP advantage of having 2 CP, if I decide I want to commit anything real, is actually like really quite nice.
I will say it's really nice playing against an orc player that isn't Jack, because I've never heard Jack say he wants to go second in his life. This is awesome. This is
I
a new
always want to go
experience.
first, Nick. Always.
I'm here for it. All right, so I think I want to go second also because I feel much more comfortable and at home in second. But going first to get staged and set up a little more aggressively, never a bad thing. Let's roll. 2 to a 5.
I'm going
Guess
first.
I'm going second. Good luck, Mr. Man.
Let's do it.
All right, so you're going to go up to 1 CP.
That's right. And then I will draw some cards. I'm not calling the Wah. Obviously, we're not going to get too rowdy
rolling
turn.
Wahs?
Not going to get too rowdy turn 1. Locust, which is great. We set up the Storm Boys for that. And cleanse. Well, Storm Boys have 2 jobs to do now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Start of the movement phase. I'm going to roll my Gretchen, see if we get any CP. They don't love me today, but that's all right.
Okay, so what you thinking?
I think we are going to stage in front of you and hopefully get to turn 2 Wah and punch a lot of guys.
That makes sense.
So no guns, so I don't have to worry about my trucks getting blown up and then all the guys inside getting blown up. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to let you have a situation to destroy a truck and then pile in and destroy all the guys inside.
Yeah.
So super easy. This truck's just going to move into this corner. And I'm going to angle it just a little like this. So I want to make sure that you can't wrap me too easily to get all the guys.
Yeah. That's smart. Using a little bit of the board edge to stop me from getting around you all the way.
This truck, let's see what I drew. I drew cleanse. This truck is going to go cleanse and stage.
Cleanse and stage. Easy enough. Nothing wrong with that. Okay.
We're going to move these Storm Boys off into the yonder middle of the board. They're most likely going to locust. Now, I am actually going to touch the objective here with these guys. I don't think I'm actually going to hold it, but I do want you to actually commit a resource to come after them.
Force me to do something about them. That's annoying. Now, are you thinking of doing a double cleanse or just 1 cleanse, 1 locust?
I'm thinking about that because I can't quite get something over here to do that. I didn't roll my CP on my grots, so it's probably just going to be a double cleanse is what I'm thinking. If this was a truck with maybe that had some flash kits in it or something like that, I could get out maybe, but no.
Somebody get it. Or if you had more Storm Boys.
Yeah, so I think we're just going to leave it.
It's the price you pay for damage.
So this truck, we are just going to ram right into here. I know Nick has those possessed that can come out and try to battle this truck for it. I have so much damage lined up across the board. I'm going to be able to answer those possessed.
Oh,
You do need to roll for your buff.
So not used to playing CSM.
Let's
Yeah,
actually
or
find out
Bile.
what I have to worry about.
All right, so you got 2 random buffs for Bile. He's my warlord, and I can reroll these, of course. A 1 and a 4. So 1 is +1 attack. We are definitely keeping that one. I have to look up a 4. A 4 is going to be +1 toughness. That's going to put my big brick of chosen up to toughness 6. And everything else in my army possessed up to toughness 7. I think those are great breakpoints against you, right?
Those are good breakpoints. So the knobs go to strength 10, so anything above strength 5 is good here. And then specifically the breakaboys are going to be strength 8 in the Wah.
Okay, so those are
7
actually-
out 6. Or sorry, no, they go from 6 to 7.
6 to
so
6.
they'll be
So those are
7.
big
So
break
it's
points.
-1 to win basically.
So I will
Yeah.
keep both of those. +1 attack, +1 toughness. Very happy with that. If I was to reroll either toughness and strength, I'm okay with this. This is better.
All right.
Attack and toughness.
Attack and toughness. All right, back to what I was doing.
Yeah, so what are you thinking? Just more staging?
Just more staging. I'm going to move these guys up here. I am going to roll an advance on them. I'm okay with putting these breakaboys up a little because since I went, going into next turn, I am going to have 2 CP so I can fight on death if I really have to.
Yeah.
I can reroll that advance, but a 5 is like perfect, so we're just going to leave it.
They're going to break the boys.
Now, I am going to leave Nick enough space that he does have to come through this wall.
Yeah, I can't charge you while being on my side of it.
And then I'm going to base all of my models in front, so when I fight on death, everybody gets to activate no matter what.
It's clever combat stuff. Yeah.
This truck, we are just going to get excited and just push it forward.
What's he excited for?
He's excited to go punch you next turn.
Oh, I see. All right.
And then this truck right here. Actually, we're going to be able to get all of our points, but I may want to dump a secondary anyway. Getting to that 4 CP breakpoint is a really big deal for Warhorde, so I can hold up Interrupt and fight on death.
Right. In this matchup in general, 4 CP is really nice because it's like Interrupt and you still do stuff.
Yeah, I don't think 2 victory points is actually going to matter that much more than having my CP resources, because turn 2, I'm looking for the go turn.
I think both of us are kind of under the impression that this game is going to come down to like 1 or 2 big battle rounds, and then our dregs are going to duke it out for the rest of it.
Yeah. So I think I'm not going to worry about Locust, even though this truck technically can do it.
Yeah.
I am just going to stage right here. And that is going to be pretty much my super exciting turn, Nick. I am going to do 2 cleanses. I'm going to pitch Locust, get a CP for it, and say it's your turn.
Nice. So we want to stop the recording here. Well, show the scoreboard, then stop the recording at some point.
I just stopped the recording.
Okay. Right. So you're going to go up to 1 CP.
That's right. And then I will draw some cards. I'm not calling the Wah. Obviously, we're not going to get too rowdy turn. Not going to get too rowdy turn 1. Locust, which is great. We set up the Storm Boys for that. And cleanse. Well, Storm Boys have 2 jobs to do now, huh? All right. Start of the movement phase. I'm going to roll my Gretchen, see if we get any CP. They don't love me today, but that's all right.
Okay, so what you thinking?
I think we are going to stage in front of you and hopefully get to turn 2 Wah and punch a lot of guys.
That makes sense.
So no guns, so I don't have to worry about my trucks getting blown up and then all the guys inside getting blown up. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to let you have a situation to destroy a truck and then pile in and destroy all the guys inside.
Yeah.
So super easy. This truck's just going to move into this corner. And I'm going to angle it just a little like this. So I want to make sure that you can't wrap me too easily to get all the guys.
Yeah. That's smart. Using a little bit of the board edge to stop me from getting around you all the way.
This truck, let's see what I drew. I drew cleanse. This truck is going to go cleanse and stage.
Cleanse and stage. Easy enough. Nothing wrong with that. Okay.
We're going to move these Storm Boys off into the yonder middle of the board. They're most likely going to locust. Now, I am actually going to touch the objective here with these guys. I don't think I'm actually going to hold it, but I do want you to actually commit a resource to come after them.
Force me to do something about them. That's annoying. Now, are you thinking of doing a double cleanse or just 1 cleanse, 1 locust?
Thinking about that because I can't quite get something over here to do that. I didn't roll my CP on my grots, so it's probably just going to be a double cleanse is what I'm thinking. Okay. If this was a truck with maybe that had some flash kits in it or something like that, I could get out maybe, but no.
Somebody to get it, or if you had more Storm Boys.
Yeah, so I think we're just going to leave it.
It's the price you pay for damage.
So this truck, we are just going to ram right into here. I know Nick has those possessed that can come out and try to battle this truck for it. I have so much damage lined up across the board. I'm going to be able to answer those possessed.
Oh,
you do need to roll for your buff.
So not used to playing CSM.
Let's actually find out what I have to worry about.
All right, so you got 2 random buffs for Bile. He's my warlord, and I can re-roll these, of course. A 1 and a 4. So 1 is +1 attack. We are definitely keeping that one. I have to look up a 4. A 4 is going to be +1 toughness. That's going to put my big brick of Chosen up to toughness 6. And everything else in my army possessed up to toughness 7. I think those are great breakpoints against you, right?
Those are good breakpoints. So the knobs go to strength 10, so anything above strength 5 is good here. And then specifically the breakaboys are going to be strength 8 in the Wah. Okay, so 7 out 6. Or sorry, no, they go from 6 to 7. So they'll be 7. So it's -1 to win basically.
So I will keep both of those. +1 attack, +1 toughness. Very happy with that. If I was to reroll either toughness and strength, I'm okay with this. This is better.
All right.
Attack and toughness.
Attack and toughness. All right, back to what I was doing.
Yeah, so what are you thinking? Just more staging?
Just more staging. I'm going to move these guys up here. I am going to roll an advance on them. I'm okay with putting these breakaboys up a little because since I went, going into next turn, I am going to have 2 CP so I can fight on death if I really have to.
Yeah.
I can reroll that advance, but a 5 is like perfect, so we're just going to leave it.
They're going to break the boys.
Now, I am going to leave Nick enough space that he does have to come through this wall.
Yeah, I can't charge you while being on my side of it.
And then I'm going to base all of my models in front, so when I fight on death, everybody gets to activate no matter what.
It's clever combat stuff. Yeah.
This truck, we are just going to get excited and just push it forward.
What's he excited for?
He's excited to go punch you next turn.
Oh, I see. All right.
And then this truck right here. Actually, we're going to be able to get all of our points, but I may want to dump a secondary anyway. Getting to that 4 CP breakpoint is a really big deal for Warhorde, so I can hold up Interrupt and fight on death.
Right. In this matchup in general, 4 CP is really nice because it's like Interrupt and you still do stuff.
Yeah, I don't think 2 victory points is actually going to matter that much more than having my CP resources, because turn 2, I'm looking for the go turn.
I think both of us are kind of under the impression that this game is going to come down to like 1 or 2 big battle rounds, and then our dregs are going to duke it out for the rest of it.
Yeah. So I think I'm not going to worry about Locust, even though this truck technically can do it.
Yeah.
I am just going to stage right here. And that is going to be pretty much my super exciting turn, Nick. I am going to do 2 cleanses. I'm going to pitch Locust, get a CP for it, and say it's your turn.
All right, nice eventful turn 1 for Michael over here, not unexpected. I'm going to go ahead and draw my secondary cards as well. And we're going to get Cleanse and Secure No Man's Land. All right, Secure is definitely something I'm interested in because it's like a free, easy 5 at this point. Cleanse I could also do, but at what cost? Going up to 2 CP, Michael's at 3, and similar to him, I want to skyrocket my CP as much as possible. As we go into the next turns, because Michael's turn 2, I'm looking at rapid ingressing my Terminators, and I'm also looking at interrupting and using bile things. I could go for like some long bomb charges this turn to try to peel up in some trucks, but then I feel like I'm really losing possessed on trucks.
I think you're walking into my plan too at that point, right?
I'm really not.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm using my army the way I want to use my army. So the question is, can I reasonably cleanse? Rhino could certainly do it over here. Cultist cannot. So I think I'm not able to cleanse this objective or the far objective at all without sacrificing something huge, like the Possessed. So I'm not going to go for cleanse. I'm just going to turn cleanse into a command point, and I'm going to just get Secure No Man's Land, but what's the best way to do that? I could get the cultists out and create like a line of cultists to try to stem the Wog turn a little bit. I know Michael's looking to Wog. If I don't give him a good Wog opportunity because I move block him a little too hard, he might just wait and be on the objectives anyway. But I have rapid ingress to help, so maybe that's okay. I think I'm going to go for that. So the cultists are going to get out, and they're largely just going to steal the objective away from these Storm Boys and attempt a decent advance roll to try to get to this side objective. And if they can get me both Secure No Man's Lands in one go, I'm very happy. If not, I'm going to have to figure out what I'm doing elsewise. And then hopefully they roll a good advance roll. So they don't get the bonus from Bile, so even if I had rolled movement, it wouldn't matter. We'll see. Okay, so they're going to advance 3 inches, which...
that's going to be tight.
Oh, it's 1 inch short.
Yeah.
Oh, the pain. It is enough to steal this objective and clog up the middle here. So we'll do that. I think since it's not enough, we're not going to burn CP trying. That seems like the worst rabbit hole ever to fall into. We're just going to create this great wall of cold.
Don't want to coin flip it?
Yeah, if I did CP, not only would it screw me later, but
now you feel worse. That's why you don't do that.
I always do it. Okay, so now I have a Rhino with just Cypher in it.
Which is actually a pretty useful tool here. That Vector is going to be a really big deal on my Wa turn.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know that I even want to get him out right now. I definitely could. I'm not opposed to him just shooting Storm Boys. from like a relatively safe spot. He could get like annihilated at that point, which is definitely a consideration. And this objective is sticky here. So I have to think about how I want to address Michael. He's staged up to get a 10 with that little truck. I wonder what contesting that would look like. So let's find out. So here, if I just get out some Legionnaires, I end up here. What's the toughness of a truck?
T8 on a truck.
T8. So I'm strength 8 on my heavy melee weapons, and I am a 9-inch charge away. So I could attempt an advance and charge. I need a 3. No, I need a 2 to get to the objective. That is pretty good. If I charge, I might be heroic. I have to go like over here to avoid that heroic. Mm-hmm. Which, if I spread my unit out here, is not the end of the world. I think I'm going to go for it. Just because I don't want Michael to get an easy 10, and if I can open up some trucks, life does get better.
Life does get better. The more out of trucks I am, the easier I am to kill.
And if I decide, like I roll a 1 on this advance roll, this unit can, of course, just like tuck in somewhere else and not really be as committed to this problem. So we're going to go ahead and roll that advance roll. A 2 will reach the objective, and then I can charge in the fight, in the charge phase with my stratagems.
Got some speedy CSM today.
Yeah, we are going places. So they're going to go 11 inches over here, and this is a 3-inch charge to the truck, and if I charge this point, I am not getting heroic. The other melee weapon will be right by him. And these guys are going to go off to the side a little, so that even if I roll like a huge charge, these guys are going to base right here, and then these models here can base on this end, so that I'm just going to dodge the heroic entirely, because I do not want those breaker boys breaking me. That would be bad. Now at this point, I'm a little committed to spending the advance and charge strat, because I don't want to just sack that unit for like nothing to show for it. I could also just hit the breaker boys potentially with the chosen squad. So to get into your ruin, I'm about 18.5 inches away, so I get out 9. I have to roll a 9 on 3 dice. And you could fight on death, Michael, for 2 CP?
I can fight on death for 2 CP.
So if you do that, we're probably both going to die, me and you, and I lose my super lord. But I take one of your hard hitters off the table right off the bat in exchange for one of mine. I get 2 CP out of you.
A 1-to-1 going into the watch turn feels kind of rough.
A 1-to-1 going into the watch turn feels rough?
Right, because you have less resources for the clapback, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking like if I put the... I guess you won't have to address that unit in your turn.
Exactly, right?
It'll be gone.
Yeah, because like a big point of what I'm looking at on this turn is how I can crack that Rhino and get the Chaos Lord inside, right?
Yeah.
Versus if I can just use 1, it's probably going to take me 2 resources in order to exact that plan versus the 1-to-1 if you give me the fight on death.
Yeah. But if you do, like in your turn, figure it out and you're able to crack the Rhino with 1 squad, kill the Lord with the other, and guys inside, then my unit has died and I have nothing to show for it.
Well, you'll have fight on death and your interrupt available, right? If you go to at least 3 CP?
Not if you, like, kill my Rhino and I get out. I'm battle shocked.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
If I get out, it actually also frees up space for me to put Cultists in the Rhino, which I'm not thrilled about, but is an option. I don't love being so aggro turn 1. That's really not my style. But I want to make your Wog turn as awkward as possible and kind of force it out early so I can then like leverage as many turns after the fact. I don't want to be scared of your Wog,
right.
You know? If I'm overcautious about hit the Wog turn, then I'm just going to not play. I think I'm going to get out. I don't know if this is the right move, but we are going to learn together. And part of this decision is that I have 2 CP right now, and I'm going to ditch a card. So I'm going to have 2 CP in Michael's turn no matter what for an interrupts. And that means I can reroll a charge as needed and spend 1 CP to advance and charge these guys now, and I still won't be out of options next turn. But we shall see how this all works out. That's my chosen, and they're going to advance 6 inches.
Super fast chosen.
Well, I feel very good about that charge actually connecting. Now Breaker Boys, how tough are they?
So they are going to be a 4-up armor, T5, 2 wounds each.
4 up armor, T5, 2 wounds each. Okay.
And then the Big Mag has 6 wounds, I believe also with a 4 up armor. No invuln currently.
So what I'm wondering now is whether I can like kill the Breaker Boys and this truck potentially. Because if I can kill 2 of your trucks, and really stemmy that left flank, life will get easier for me. I've got secure down. Probably don't need to reroll charge, but I have the option. If I have 3 CP next turn, then I can rapid and interrupt. I've got to do something about this. This is scary.
There's a lot of violence going on over here.
Violence over here. So this is 5 knobs.
This is 5 knobs with a war boss, 5 flash kits, and then 10 beast snagaboys with a beast boss.
Kind of hate that.
And then in the middle ruin, 5 flash kits, 5 knobs, and a war boss.
Yeah, I do kind of hate that. I also need to be mindful that you have Breaker Boys in reserve. I don't think you're going to go on a backfield adventure with them.
It's usually just a rapid.
It's just a rapid,
Usually,
right?
unless I'm in some dire circumstances.
But if I'm thinking if I use my second cultist squad as like a forward screen, there's really nothing here besides Sticky holding it.
Yeah, that gives me a pretty good reason to go for a rapid charge, beat up a bunch of
side.
rhinos holding the backfield.
Yeah. This rhino, I think wants to just vibe for now since I might need actions later. And we'll see. You can drive to that Art of War objective next turn. Just keep on the pressure. You know what? I'm going to get the cultists into it. I lied to you.
I think it's a good idea.
They're just going to advance. And they can always get out. Since Michael can't come in via strat reserve on turn 1 or turn 2 into my deployment zone, I'm not really stressed about how little I'm screening right now. If you had deep struck your Storm Boys, I probably wouldn't have done that. But they're on the board. Hopefully for not too much longer. So we're just going to like sneak on up over here. We've got a Bile, Big 10 Chosen Rhino. Because I put some problems over there and I've gummed up I'll advance this Rhino. I've gummed up your charge this way. I think this Rhino can genuinely stage like right here, maybe a little further back. And then Cypher and his friends can do something like that. Create a little bit of a blockade for you. Cypher can honestly shoot here without much trouble. I think that's good. And then the Possessed Squad in the back definitely wants to start to get involved in the action. I think we're just going to go like right over here. Threaten some good heroics. And also by blocking the space around here, it means that Orks can't get there. So if you kill my Rhino, I can emergency, which will actually probably be in my best interest. And if you don't kill my Rhino, I can move my Possessed and then disembark on the spot my Possessed exists in currently. So something like this seems good. I don't want to leave too many Possessed hanging, but I think Michael's got his hands full out there. So we'll be all right. And I'm sure I've got some cover. In case Flash gets get uppity. Can't have Flash gets getting uppity. There we go. Okay. I do have to be mindful that this is a coming for me. So you get out 9 and then you advance and charge. So something like 20 inches is pretty average.
It's pretty reasonable.
It's pretty far. I don't really want to be like a big coward with this unit. So if I back up and throw to the wall, you really don't have to call it. But if I rapid ingress Terminators and I disembark your army next turn because I hit you, I think that's also fine. I think these Possessed are going to protect... Well, this is War Boss and Knobs. They hurt very hard.
They hurt very hard.
I also want to fight on death myself, which is only 1 CP. I want to have that option. You can currently go like this way, 9, and then advance charge from that point, which is a 13 to those Possessed, certainly not guaranteed. We'll advance this possessed squad.
Sounds good.
They're gonna go 12 inches.
We slowed down finally.
They slow down. I think we're just gonna vibe and really
Make a big pile.
make a big pile of possess and say, what are you gonna do about it? Hopefully nothing. This is more than 22. So that's a 13-inch charge between your advance and charge. That's pretty far. That's pretty far. Because I have my rapid ingress coming in before your rapid ingress, I'm not as concerned about you doing nothing this turn. And then right here, if you show up 9 away outside of my deployment zone, I can make that charge. I'll make it 11 by doing that. Okay. So, we've got some shooting.
We have some shooting.
Let's start with Cypher and his Rhino shooting everything at the Storm Boys. I will take a Dark Pact. It'll pass, so I've got sustained hits. Cypher's got his Plasma Pistols, which will be, he's already lethal. So 1 lethal, 3 hits, strength 8 will be 4 wounds, AP 3, 2 damage.
It was just cutting through.
For Storm Boys. And then
Down to a guy.
We've got his Bolt Pistols, which will be 5 hits. And this one strength 4, it did not wound. We've got 2 combi bolters, which is a lot of shots. And 1d15s. That man owes me 4 armor saves.
That's easy, Nick.
Easy, I know.
Watch this.
First blood.
Easy.
Back in the day, that was the win con. Okay, we're gonna shoot some of the weapons I told you I didn't have. And the Chosen are gonna take a Dark Pact. And they're gonna shoot everything at this truck.
Which one?
That's a great question. I think they're going to shoot...
Probably the Beast Boy truck.
Why do you say that?
So you have the Legionnaires already over here that can beat up this truck, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so if any kind of chip damage / putting one Chosen here can make your life like a little bit easier.
I'm in the same mindset.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go for the Beast Boss truck. And I fail the pact, but we reroll for the icon and we pass the pact. So we will pact for sustained hits. We've got 2 Plasma Pistols, they're not gonna overcharge. Just 1 hit, no wounds. We've got the Lord's Plasma Pistol, not overcharged, hits, doesn't wound. 2 combi weapons, 2 lethals, and that's it.
No cover, so we'll have a 4 up here. Take 1 whole damage.
1 whole damage, and I have 1, no, that is all my weapons. Okay, so we will charge. I'm just gonna examine what the charge is to both of those units, the truck and the guys. Right here, I need a 3 to get to the guys. If I declare both and I roll bad, I might have to have too many guys going to the truck. So I think I'm just going to declare the guys. The truck can't heroic because it's a truck.
Yep.
And then if I don't have to base you too much, I might just pile into the truck.
Got it.
So just the boys, for the Breakable Boys, 6 inches, beautiful. I think this is going to give me a lot of options. The front guy is going to go right here. This other front guy is going to go right here. This guy is going to go right here and base you on the front because you left me space for yourself.
That's right.
This fist man will go over here. This guy will go right here. The Lord can't make base, so he will stand right there. And he can pile in to this spot, which is closer to the truck and able to fight either direction.
We have to make base, right?
I didn't declare the
He
truck.
couldn't base,
I
yeah,
couldn't. I only declared the Breaker Boys. He's not able to make base with the Breaker Boys. He can't base the truck currently.
Right, but on the pylon.
Oh, because he has to go closest to the truck and base it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then the Lord eats the truck. Do I want the Lord eating the truck? Alternatively, I could have the Lord go this way and then he piles in that way.
Will he be
You're not walked. I think the Lord can just eat the truck and the Chosen will actually.
I think that actually might be fine.
Yeah. So then the Legionnaires are going to go for your other truck. I have to spend a CP to do it, but I will advance in charge on a 10. This is in part why we protected ourselves from the heroic, but it doesn't matter because you're engaged now. So we're just going to block you up a little bit better and force you onto this backside, not onto the objective. So I don't want to actually use all 10 inches really. I just don't want you emergencying onto this objective and stealing my point. Okay, So we'll start with the Lord. So if you interrupt, I'm not screwed. He'll pile into the truck. And they'll take a Dark Pact for sustained hits, which will pass.
And we pop our fight on death.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to have the Lord go into the truck, and he's going to use all of his Super Saiyan powers. And then everybody else is going to go into the knobs. Use the Power Fist guy into your knobs. Use 2 damage or 2-1 models for your Breaker Boys.
Yes, 2-1 models.
Hitting you on 3s, and +1 attack, plus 1 toughness on 3s. Be 4 hits, 1 sustained. And then wounding on... Do your toughness 5?
T5.
Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, AP, 2 damage.
6s. All right, 2 Breaker Boys are down.
I rolled a sustain, because I missed with 1. We've got the Lightning Claw Man, who's got 4 hits after sustained. And reroll wounds. Yeah, this is fine. I could have made a strat free with the Lord, but I didn't actually use any strats.
Strength 5 on this?
Strength 5.
Got it.
It's going to be 4 AP2s.
6s again.
Kill 2 more.
2 more Breaker Boys down.
Here are the 4 regular models into your Breaker Boys. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 6s. I've got 4 6s. That's beautiful. Sustained. Strength 5. It's going to be 4s.
Ooh, tough roll.
Tough roll, but hopefully still enough. Will be 6 AP2s. That's going to be it into your squad.
These are 2, so 6s again. 2 more Breaker Boys. Currently that's all the Breaker Boys.
All right. The Power Fist was 2 damage each. So,
Yes,
okay,
yeah, I got it.
You got it, okay. And then the Lord, who's got 5 attacks, +1 attack for my Bile buff, of 6 attacks into your truck. Hitting on 3s, with sustained hits, and he rerolls hits from his enhancement. So he's going to have a grand total of 8 hits.
That's pretty hot.
Strength 9, because he boosted himself.
And he's Devlin's. Oh!
Oh my god.
Chaos loser, more like it. Oh,
That is
man.
terrible. 2 wounds. I get a free reroll because I am a Chaos
A
Lord.
captain man.
1 dev wound
There you
and
go.
2 AP3s, 3 damage each.
So 6 up invuln on trucks.
Okay.
You need to make 1 to live. Oh.
We got him. Wow, that was way closer than I wanted.
One of us got scammed here. All right, do I explode? I do not explode. All right, I'm going to roll my fight on death first, and then I'll get all the guys out.
Sounds good.
So we have first the tank hammer. All these are going to be sustained still because we're Warhorde. 1 hit.
Yep.
We are strength 6 because we're not
Okay,
not in the wall. 1 AP2 for 3.
All right, 5 up. 1 guy's good.
Oh, no.
Oh, the scamming begins. No. Michael tried to get me not to do this, and I was like, I'm doing it.
Oh.
You got some sustains in there.
All right, I will pick up 2.
Yep.
And then wound on
T5.
3s. Oh, that was good. That was good. All right, you got 8 saves for me, 3 damage each.
All right, here are 5 chosen AP.
AP2.
AP2, 5 ups. All right.
Stop
3
scamming
more
me.
chosen. I will not. 3
Stop
chosen.
scamming
I
me.
will
What
not
is
stop.
this?
Can't stop one.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll the big mech now, too.
Yeah, that's
Also
it.
playing against Nick.
And then let me actually double check. I think the drill has only 2 attacks on it outside the wall. Mr. Big Mac. Only 2 attacks. All right. So he is strength 12, AP3 for 3.
Yep.
1 hit.
Yep.
And on a 2. 1 AP3 for 3.
Oh no. Is AP3 will get the guy.
AP3 got me. We got me there.
You got there. But I'm still quite alive.
All right. So now the guys inside of that Beast Boy truck. Let's get them now. So we have 11 models. So 11 dice.
2.
2. And then let's just go ahead and roll their feel no pain. So 2 will actually die.
Nice. All right. People say I don't know how to charge. I feel like I charged.
You definitely did the thing there.
While you're getting those guys, Michael, I'm gonna. Well, I guess I'll wait for you to pick up the truck and then I'll do my consolidate.
Right. Because I can mess with your consolidate just a little here if I want to, but we have to figure out what I want to do.
Yeah. Here's a 3-inch thing.
Yeah, give me a 3-inch. That's
Yeah.
perfect. So a 3-inch.
Don't you even think about it. And you're like
Just
a guy.
off, just like a guy or something, but that's not gonna be quite enough. Can't really do much over here, but I am interested in going this direction. I want to be able to invest as few resources as possible to answering these problems. So let's just move our guys this way. I'm going to offer you the opportunity to consolidate into me. I don't think you're going to, of course, but...
No, I do not want any of that smoke. Like, none of it at all. I'm just happy because somebody has to deal with my Chaos Lord that is on your doorstep.
I am upset about it.
And, like, because he has his chosen buddy there, too, it's not even going to be a casual grenade.
Okay.
All right. So, Orks disembarked. I will opt not to consolidate because I'd have to engage your unit here. So instead, I will just start swinging on your truck. Unless you want to interrupt with your truck.
No interrupts with the truck.
No. Okay. Well, I will just take a Dark Pact for... I'm Strength 8, your Toughness 8.
Tell you.
And I'm rerolling wounds on the Power Fist. I'm rerolling wounds on everything. Lethal might be better on the guys, but I think I'm going to go for Sustained Fists. So here's the Pact. Passes. 8 attacks from the Power Fists on 3s with 6s being sustained. Yay. Wounding on 4s.
Too happy here.
Welcome to the stream house. Wounding on 4s, rerolling will be a casual 9 AP2 2 damage.
What's going on here?
You got hit by the warp.
What's going on here? We die.
Oh, you're 6-ups, yeah.
All right, do we explode? No explosion. Okay, so before I roll this, we're gonna have to figure out if we have to emergency disembark or not.
Yes.
I have knobs and breakaboys in this one.
Yeah. The nice thing is all of that is OC1s. The odds of you flipping this objective are pretty low, because I think one at a minimum can do a regular disembark. And then the other squad might be forced to emergency.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
I don't love the emergency because it lets Michael get way up the table on me, but we'll see.
Okay, so let us... I think I'd rather emergency on the breakaboys because they have one less model. So actually, no, it's the exact same either way.
Okay.
I think I might be able to get both out actually either way.
Yeah, I was trying to make it so you could, but we'll see if I was able to or not. It's going to come down to the wire.
It's going to come down. It's going to be too close. Oh, hold on. This guy really wants to stay in this truck. Oh my. There we go. We're good.
Okay.
The boys here. I need a little tool.
We got tons of tools.
Yep.
It's one of the perks.
So I have to be an inch outside this guy. Can't end up in engagement range. Okay, so we're going to be good there.
Very nice.
Guy can fit up under the truck right here.
Yep.
Guy ends up here. And then I think we might be able to end up inside this wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely can end up inside this wall.
Because there's no more breakaboys and chosen in that spot. Yeah. For good reason I fought there, not only for the interrupt, but also it helps this emergency disembark situation, because I do not want Michael to emergency. I'd rather him be very far
1, 2,
back.
3, 4. And then this guy can go right here. And that is within 3. No emergency disembarks.
Awesome.
All right, so let's figure out
Who dies?
who's dying.
Did you forget the one guy that's in the truck?
No, I counted him. He's good. I just brought too many guys over. The Breakaway squad takes nothing. The Knob squad takes 1 damage.
All right, we can live with that. Use one of these big dice for that one. All right. Oh, sorry, you can use the big one. No matter. And the truck.
Pull this. And the Knob took a damage. That'll go right here. All right, there you go.
Again, I could choose to consolidate here. It will probably just mean all my Legionnaires die. He gets closer to me, and I don't secure no man's land. So I'm not doing any of that. We're just going to score 5 points on secure no man's land here. And I'm going to ditch cleanse to go up to 3 CP in Michael's turn.
Right, so at the start of this turn, I don't think Nick really has tempted me enough to call the WA. I think we're probably going to use our flash goods here. That's what they're here for. So I'm going to try and clean out some cultists, stand on objectives again. I just want to force you to actually commit something real to me. The other thing, I just need to clean up this mess over here. I don't need the wall to clean up that mess either. Everything's back here. These are really long charges. So
I really wanted you to call the log here.
It's just not happening. It's just not happening.
I think this possession maybe should have tempted you a little more.
I would have been pretty tempted right there.
Yeah.
I would have been pretty tempted. This is a lesson in patience. You don't have to call the wall all the time. Start of the movement phase. My Gretchen love me.
Oh, goes up to 3 CP to 3 CP.
And let's draw some cards.
All right. Recover assets and
defend.
Stronghold.
I'm actually pretty happy with that. I think I can set up a pretty reasonable recover here with a truck or something.
Yeah, that's like, seems like a very free 6.
Yeah, I don't think you have to do much for that. So, and then defend is just not happening as long as I don't let you put Terminators anywhere silly. So, let's start moving some models. Easy stuff here. So I'll just do that first. I'm going to get these flash kits out. I have a tool for this.
He does have tools for this.
I have tools for this.
And flash gets bopping out. The more I can get rid of Michael's army in this trade war before the WOG, will make the WOG that much less impactful. And the later the WOG is, the less time it has to end the game. So I'm kind of all right with Michael not calling the WOG here. I was also very much hoping he would because it was a WOG into cultists and rhinos for the most part. I think you made the right call.
What kind of orc man you think I am?
I'm trying to make it so that there are no right calls. And
I want some good stuff.
Whenever you call the WOG is the wrong time to call the WOG.
So these guys don't have to do any actions, so they can charge, shoot, live the dream. I don't think they are going to hold this at the end of the day. So I don't care if they're a little farther up.
Okay. I think they're also doing a good job pushing back my Terminators too.
That's exactly right.
Because I would bring the Terminators in to try to rip up 2 trucks.
Yeah, you could try and do this right here, but super far right there. We are simply... Terminators don't have real guns, right? They have bolters?
They have 4 combi weapons and a Reaper autocannon, which is like 4 more.
It's not killing a truck with a gun, basically.
No.
Okay.
I could kill about 3 flash kits.
Got it. This truck is just going to angle a little differently right here.
Yep.
Right. Let's head to the other side of the board. I do have a bomb squig with these Breaka boys. We are definitely going to use it on the Chaos Lord.
Yeah.
But I gotta figure out my plan a little bit more here. These Beast Snagga boys, I think actually want to go punch this Rhino.
Really? The cultist rhino right in front of him?
The cultist Rhino right in front of him. I think I want to send him over there for 2 reasons. I think I want to push back the Terminators.
Yeah.
I want to like make sure you have to go back in that little corner right there.
Yeah, someplace sucky.
And then since you hit the extra toughness here, my Beast Snagga boy effectiveness actually went down quite a bit. So the strength 5, strength 6 on the wall. So not very good into possessed.
Yeah.
And then that super chosen brick right in front of me is also T6. So I'm
T6.
wounding on 5s and 4s at best,
It's
right?
like losing it. 4 is on your WOG turn.
Yeah.
It's like
So
losing it.
using them as a resource that you have to kind of go respond to really quick. It's kind of okay right here because the knobs and the Breaka boys are going to do all the damage.
Okay.
So I think I want to push them up here, make you have to deal with them, and kind of keep pushing you back. I really want to start winning the primary war. And then the middle, probably going to put some more flash kits out. Make it so that if Cypher does get out of that truck, because you're going to want to get him out soon to try and mess with my WA turn, then maybe I can set up a pretty good Overwatch into him or something like that.
Cypher is here to kill one orc squad at turn with his pistols.
He is. He sure is.
He sure is.
He sure is.
The people take him for the Vector, I take him for his plasma pistol, bolt pistol action.
All right, so over here, I think I am going to move the Big Mech just right here.
Yep. Very nice.
I am going...
Now, does he do anything funky now that he's not leading a unit?
He doesn't do too much funky anymore. I need to actually double check to see if he keeps his +2 move. I'm not too sure about that. But past that, he's just punching at this point.
Okay. No problem. No problem.
These guys are going to go over here. They are going to help beat up this chosen guy.
Beat him up. Yeah. I'm very happy with that chosen Lord brick. Just being able to like send it out and like rip up a real thing that's hiding behind a wall. The very few things can actually do that
That's
effectively. True. I don't love losing such a hard-hitting unit turn 1, but like the momentum gain is real.
Momentum game is very good here, especially since my Breaka boys are going backwards to go deal with this guy instead of actually.
I love you going backwards. Orcs going backwards makes me very happy.
Bomb squig into the chosen. Goes off.
Yep. Just D3 mortals.
And actually, I lied to you. I'm going to use them to Legionnaires. The fight on, the fight on death is really bad into the Chaos Lord right now because it's only 2 models.
Yeah.
And you're not going to interrupt because I'm going to start there first. So you can't interrupt with the Chaos Lord. So I actually want to make your Legionnaire interrupt as worse as possible. So if I can get a guy off, I'll be happy.
That makes sense.
D3 mortals. One mortal.
Not get a guy off. But you have guns over there, right?
I have pistols and some grenades still, so we have enough ways to be able to kind of chip you down.
I'm gonna put out my Reaper chain cannon because that guy is never going to get to shoot it.
That is true. These guys are going to start moving up towards this rhino. We want to take up as much space as possible over here.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. All right. Now you're looking to like just kill this rhino, trap the rhino?
Kill the rhino. Okay. I think I would prefer to trap the rhino, but these beast boys are gonna kill the rhino.
Fair enough.
I don't think I have too much of a choice here. Now we just have to double check to make sure Terminators are not ending up anywhere they are not supposed to be.
Yeah, and that could be a good job for your little Big Mech man too. Just being
Yeah, these Breaker Boys are actually just going to change their movement just the tiniest amount and just string back here, so you just aren't presented
just stop
a reasonable rapid. Yep, because we don't have to be too close to get this charge off.
Makes a lot of sense. It does. Okay.
And then we have the guys inside here. We are going to get these flash kits out.
Mm-hmm. All right. Flash goots.
It's going to make my life a little easier. They're just going straight on to the objective.
Yes, sir. And
clog up the middle.
I'm going to lose a lot of cultists this turn. But that is why we take cultists. Sure is.
I'm going to leave a little corner right here. I'm going to hope to roll in advance to try and swing my truck around.
Nice.
Let's see how fast my truck is. He's not very fast. He's not very fast. Let's see.
He might still be able to do it.
Let's see what we can do. So we know we have to pivot, so we're going to have 11 inches of movement here.
Yep.
It's going to be 3 to go back, 4 to go over, and then 4 up. And we're going to be good.
Yep.
Toe right on.
Very nice. And is that just to put more OC on the objective?
Just put more OC on the objective. I know you're going to jam probably a whole bunch of dudes on it, but I don't want you to just use Cypher to just shoot 5 flash kits and pick it up. I want you to have to actually do something.
Yeah. That makes
Now, the question I have is what to do with this knob truck specifically. I'm pretty tempted to push it up here, but I'm afraid this actually might be a trap. If you can push Possessed up into it, you could use Cypher here to clean up the flash kits here, open up the space to be able to charge into the trucks, and maybe use 2 units and then get the guys inside. I would be pretty unhappy about that because you have to come to me. I have control of the mid board right now. I really don't have to push that deep into your enemy lines, right?
That's true. I think that a lot of times Orc players, just melee players in general, get that tunnel vision. I have to go through my opponent. Once you have control over midfield, and the onus is on me to solve it, right?
Especially since this is taken hold, there's nothing cute going on the primary here. I just want to sit here and stand on the circles.
Yeah, fair enough.
So this truck is going to be happy right there.
You want to bring in your other big squad of Breaker Boys?
Actually, I changed my mind. I think this truck is actually going to go right here into this middle ruin. I think this gives me a lot more flexibility onto each side of the board.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I was actually just eyeing up that you're so loaded over here.
Yeah.
I could focus on that side.
Yeah, I think splitting up my damage here is going to be quite helpful. Breaker Boys are going to stay off. No reason to come on yet. I really want to figure out what you're going to do on this next turn. You have a lot more options than me. You can try and figure out where you're going to go, so I can reinforce where these Breaker Boys are going to go.
Right.
Happy there, happy there, happy there. I am pretty happy with all my movement. You have rapid ingress available if you'd like it.
Let's think about our options here. I definitely don't mind having the Terminator stay out one more round because there isn't seemingly a great rapid. And I could, if I kill off both Flash Kit squads and that Beast Naga squad, Michael's once again going to be pressed with a what screens conundrum. But I think also you have rapid on your turn, so I'm going to have like a lot of options to think about. If I go over here is really what I'm looking at. 9 away. Just about... I'm going to move this thing to get as precise as possible. If I go 9 there. Then after you charge my Legionnaires, I'm going to have a 6-inch charge into you unless I advance and charge, and then it's just like mega free.
Can you advance, shoot, and charge with your Terminators? Got it.
No, so I'll probably just like lean into a 6, which is a little risky. This would be my best shot at like taking this objective away in any real capacity. And also, if I collapse these knobs and this unit and like shoot the flash kits away, I'm going to present a lot of problems for you next turn, a lot of different areas of the board. And if this over here, all you have left is like one breaker unit, I mean, that can totally kill my Terminators, but you have to be really mindful of an interrupt. So if I'm at 3 CP, and I spend 1 to wrap and I'm at 2, and the next turn, let's say I need to reroll my charge or something bad happens, right? So like I'm at 1. I have 1 CP to play around with properly. I think that's okay. That's not letting me interrupt this turn. The only interrupt I have worth doing is the Legionnaires, and it's not a bad interrupt. I think I'm going to go for it. The only other place I could go for it is like here with these Terminators. I'd like take a cover save from flash kits with some of them by going like that. So I wouldn't really care since I'd have 2 up saves there. And then I could launch an attack maybe this way. But this just seems kind of worse. So I think I'm going to go that way. There's like actual Ork boys on the table for me to attack next turn. So I'm going to go with that.
I think that seems better too.
And I'm within 9, or I'm 9.1 away from these Beast Snagger boys, so they could turn around and try to clip these Terminators. Then my Rhino gets away scot-free, and because it's in midboard, I actually value that Rhino pretty highly. And I don't think you're just gonna like pick up all these Terminators, right? You're not any better against
Not in the WA, no. AP1,
AP1.
And Strength 5
MT6 right now, yeah.
of your Bile.
I feel real good about that. What's the damage on your Beast Boss?
He's too flat.
He's too flat.
So he has 2 different profiles. One is 4 attacks, strength, 10, 2, 2, and the other one is 6 attacks, strength, 6, AP 1 for 2.
And do you reroll charges naturally?
I don't.
So you have to spend a CP on that the hard
I
way?
do.
I think you're not even gonna try.
Break a boys real charges naturally, but
All right, well, they're not doing anything.
no, they're not doing anything.
I'm chill with that.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
So you're down to 2 CP. I'm at 3. I can't grenade the Legionnaires, unfortunately, because I have to go to 4 CP on this next turn.
And that's for interrupt, fight on death combo?
Interrupt and fight on death combo. That in a melee matchup, if you're going into 4 CP, if you do not have 4 CP, you are in like big trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hold some restraint and not grenade those little Legionnaires in front of me. Let's just go ahead and just start shooting. I have a couple options. I'm going to start with the knobs that walked up. They're going to fire their pistols first.
Yeah.
They have an ammo runt, so we're going to give all this stuff lethal.
Yeah.
Here's the sluggas from the regular knobs first. I have 3 lethals for you.
Oh.
3 AP nothings for 1.
1 Legionnaire's going down.
I'll take it.
Got my Reaper chain cannon.
And then let me open up the war boss's silly weapons because he has these silly guns.
Is it the squig attack?
No, that's the melee. That's my favorite one. So he has a combi weapon and 2 twin sluggas. We can't fire both, so we are just going to fire the combi weapon here. It's going to be 2 shots. Nothing.
I like that. I like what I see.
So the line I'm seeing now is I have a few different options with this flash kit squad in the middle because I definitely don't need all these guns into these cultists.
You don't think you need 10 flash kits?
One squad of flash kits is definitely enough. Let's actually fire the rocket pistol from the Breaka Boys first into that chosen squad.
Really scratching the bottom of the barrel.
It's all about that orc shooting.
Yeah, dude.
We're going to fire the custom Mega Blasta from the Big Mech now into that chosen squad.
Here we go. What, it's 3 shots?
3 shots.
Okay.
2 hits.
AP?
Strength 9, AP
T5.
2.
Wait, T5 mattered.
1.
AP 2 with cover is a 4-up. We're chill. Yeah, you see. I feel that seething. That guy should die last turn, but he's still not dying yet.
And this chosen is not injured.
No. He's not the Power Fist guy because I had to pull him for coherency, which was sad.
So let's activate this Flash Kid squad first into these cultists.
You got it.
So this is going to be 20 shots. I'm doing this because I actually want to unlock the extra shot from my Flash Kits into this Chosen Lord, since it's going to be the closest eligible target once these cultists are gone.
Oh, that's clever. That's a great... So we're sequencing.
Looks like a pretty okay hit.
Yeah, the 6 is sustained, right?
6 is sustained.
Yeah. Is it on 3s now? You know.
I wish I
Okay. I was like, what?
wish I had on 3s. How cool that would be.
4 more go in.
Only if there was an attachment to make Flash Kits hit on 4s or something.
Yeah.
Like re-rolling and...
12 hits. 12 wounds.
12 wounds, AP1.
I guess... Do I have cover?
Maybe?
Maybe like... I think these 3 will have cover from that guy. So here's 7 kill the first 7, and then 5 6-ups will kill all my cultists on the nose. All right.
Hi, CP!
You're still at 3, even though I spent them all for you. Cultists go down.
Now the Flash Kits are the closest level target to that Chaos Lord. Now I have to ask myself, do I want to use my guns there? Or do I want to use my guns into those Legionnaires to make that interrupt even worse?
Yeah. That's a great point.
Either one is pretty good.
What do you get when it's close to eligible? Plus one a hit?
An extra shot.
Extra shot.
Extra shot, yeah. So I get +5 shots.
Yeah.
If I go back to my original logic, I'm trying to make the Legionnaire interrupt as bad as possible because I'm not going to let you interrupt with the Chaos Lord. So I think I'm going to negate the extra shot, try and just kill as many Legionnaires as possible here.
Okay.
So I'm going to fire back that way. I'm actually going to go ahead and use my lethals because I'm only going to get to Overwatch with one of these squads. I think it's going to be this one. So I'm going to use my lethals here.
Sure.
I have 15 shots since I'm not at the closest eligible.
Pew, 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 pew. All right. Pretty decent. Thankfully,
One
3
sustain,
hits.
one lethal.
One sustain.
Pick this one up.
And wounding on 3s.
3s. You got 4 AP1s for 2 for me.
All right. And again, I'm not really seeing the cover. I think nobody does have cover there. You tell me.
I can see all of you, so no
Yep.
cover here.
4 4-ups. 2 guys go down. We'll leave me with just 2 power fist guys. We'll see how that goes. All right.
And then my recover assets. So my Gretchen are obviously going to do it here.
Yeah.
And then I think this guy's technically still my deployment zone. Let's double check. Mm-hmm. He is no matter what. So it'll just be this truck in the middle.
Okay. Very nice.
You can do something about it, but if you're spending resources to go after this truck, I think I'm pretty satisfied in life.
Yeah. I think so.
And I think we are just going to charge.
Let's do it.
I think we're done after that. So I am going to start with the big mech into the Chaos Lord.
All right.
You did it.
He's an excited boy.
He is going to base the Chaos Lord. Just in case, I want to put all these Break-A-Hole boys behind this wall and base the...
Oh, you're basing my chaos with the breaker boys. Don't even. I see it.
You don't know.
I know.
You don't know.
An 8? You rolled an 8?
They reroll for free, so
Okay,
I might
you
even
could reroll for low.
reroll it. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if all these guys base right here, you 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Put him back in coherency.
No problem. Happens to the best of us.
So if we base here, we
Yeah.
base here.
Yep. So once he's
And
based
then-
too much, I
and then
think
we-
you're going to have to come to the
We
Lord.
base here. So the charge is unfailable, but I am going to reroll it.
Yeah.
See if we can get a smaller number.
Because with an 8, you're going to have to reach the Lord. But
Yeah,
maybe
I'm gonna
you
have
can
to
roll
do that.
less than an 8. Like a 5.
5, that's much better.
That's the number you're looking for.
Yeah, so I don't think this guy's going to be able to get to the other side of the wall now.
Okay.
Certainly cannot get to the other side of the wall now.
Nice.
So we are just going to hop right up in here.
And just get closer. That was a great use of not overcharging even when it looked very obvious and easy to. Okay.
Let's pop the knobs into the Legionnaires now.
There's the double ones. Take that.
We're okay, thankfully.
Can we get that when it matters at all?
And Nick, would you like to roll an exciting Beast Boy charge for me?
Sure. Your Beast Boys are going 9.
Okay.
That was the Terminators, but you know, I think we're going for the Rhino.
Beast Boy, I'm going to pop him up here.
Yep. Nice and easy.
I'm going to put his best friend, the Boss Knob. That's all my 2 damage attacks. I always want these guys next to each other, so whenever I interrupt or fight on death,
It's
I
all
can
concentrated.
It's all
yeah.
concentrated.
See, that was a mistake I just made with my Chaos Lord. The Power Fist should be the guy next to him, but he's not, so I don't have a Power Fist.
Oh, let me see if I can actually fit into this hole. I actually can, so we will base up here because we have to.
Yep.
And that will be the truck surrounded. I don't think there's any other charges. You see anything I'm missing here, Nick?
I don't think so, unless you want to attempt the flash kits into the Rhino up here.
That is kind of interesting, but I think it gives you a nice possessed heroic intervention. So
Yeah, I was really protecting these with the
Yeah.
possessed, hoping you would go for it.
So we're going to continue to follow our logic right now. I can't spend any CP like I talked about. I have to go into 4 this next turn. I'm going to activate my Break-A-Boys into the Chosen Squad, see if you can scam me again.
Okay. I think I'm going to do Fight on Death there for free, because my Lord makes it free. It's a new battle round.
You got it. I'm going to start with the Tank Hammer.
Yep.
1 hit. Nothing there.
Okay. Who was your other recover, by the way?
This truck right here.
The truck in the middle.
Yeah,
Got it.
truck in the middle. Yep.
No problem.
And then the regular hammers now. 3 sustain, just 100%.
Okay. Very nice.
And 3s.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that was definitely not 100%.
Oh my god.
3 AB2 for 3.
Okay, the Chosen dies, and then the Lord doesn't care. All right. Is there anything else?
That's actually it.
Okay. The Chosen Doesn't fight on death.
All right, my big mech with his 2 drill attacks. Oh, you can interrupt if you'd like, actually.
I do not like.
Okay, would not like to interrupt.
But do you want to consolidate?
Um,
I mean, do I want to
No.
interrupt? It's 2 power
I
fists.
don't.
I really shouldn't, but I do want to. It's 2 power fists with 10 or 8 attacks right now. Sustained hits will be like 6, 7 hits, and then I wound you on 3s re-rolling.
Well, -1 to wound on knobs
4s
because your strength's higher. Yeah.
And you're not wide. I will lose my unit regardless, and I will just kill a number of dudes. So I think I'm not going to.
Not going to. You got it. I'm still going to start there in case you think about it a little longer and change your mind. Because I would like you to not interrupt. So I'm going to start with the War Boss.
An interrupt I use now is an interrupt I'm not using later.
Exactly. War Boss, 2 sustained. I'm going to wound you on 2s because this guy's strength 10 naturally. You
6.
have 6 AP2s for 2.
They died.
Goodbye, friends.
That is acceptable. You guys did great.
I don't want to get any closer than I have to you right now, so I'm actually going to chill right there. I'm touching the objective.
I was hoping you would consolidate.
Yeah, touching the objective. Want to make it as hard as possible. And then I'm going to roll my big mech into that Chaos Lord and see if he's just like the king.
My Chaos Lord is the king.
2 hits.
Okay. Stop this 4-5. 5.
2s.
1-1. What's his damage?
3.
That's
I can't spend any CP.
I took 3. All right, down to 2.
This is heartbreak.
Chaos Lord. I guess you can slam my Rhino.
Okay, let's roll the Beast Boy first. So, super cool combo here is that because Beast Snaggle Boys reroll all hits, I'm going to fish for 6s on my anti-vehicle, anti-4-up Dev Wound Beast Boss.
Okay.
Anything that's actually, I'm just going to
Just gonna
reroll
roll
ones
2
here.
away.
If I take the crit 5s, I reroll everything that's not a 5.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's like even math.
4. All right, let's see if the Beast Boss just chops your Rhino in half.
It's 8 Dev Wounds.
8 Dev Wounds, so
All right, 2 left.
You're technically alive.
That's kind.
Power Snapper. Everything hits. Strength 7 on this right now.
5s to
So
work.
5s here. You have 3 AP1s for 2.
I'm dead. All right. Does my Rhino explode? Nope. And 10 cultists inside. And I'm pretty sure I can just get out.
Yeah, we'll have to
On this
check.
side, we'll find out together. 10 cultists coming in hot. You technically have to disembark first, and then roll your see who died tests.
Yeah.
Which rarely matters from a technical point of view, but this is one of those times. Because it could affect whether or not I can even disembark here. So that's pretty much, I think
that looks good.
I think we're good. I think we can just do 2 ranks like that. Yeah. Okay. I would actually have rather done an emergency and tried to steal this.
Flip on the other side. Yeah.
But nonetheless, you have to follow the rules.
Unfortunately.
So this goes down, and I'm going to roll 10 dice to see if people die. And I lose 2 cultists. No biggie. Would you like to consolidate here?
It's kind of an interesting choice because I don't want your cultists doing kind of whatever they want, and I think your cultists are going to do negative damage back to me.
Yeah.
What are your buffs again?
They
does
don't
it affect?
benefit.
They don't.
They
It doesn't
don't
affect
benefit,
them.
yeah.
So I think I am actually going to consolidate into these guys. Stops you from doing some actions.
Yeah. I was going to probably just advance them, but even it takes that away too. And if I could have done something cute, like have them charge and like block.
Yeah,
some stuff.
charge. Because that's like a really good thing you can do into my fight on death is base me with like a bunch of cultists or something along those lines. Something I don't really want to deal with.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so they'll just go since it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to dark pack because they suck. So 8 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 5s, 2 armor saves.
5 ups
Yep.
and 6 ups. Losing 1 guy.
I've killed 3 of these guys for free, basically.
You have.
I love that. Beast Snaggle Boys are like weirdly annoying to kill, so I like that they're
The
just
5 up into the 6 up is really nice.
My Chaos Lord, is he engaged with both the Breaker Boys in the...
I think so. Let me double check because where I based you, I didn't have any other choice.
Right.
If I wanted to stay on that side of the wall.
I think we're in there.
We are definitely in combat there.
Okay, I don't think I want to actually risk doing a Dark Pact here. I'm just going to hit you, because I could kill myself. And I will put it into the Breaker Boys,
It's the right choice.
and we'll just see what happens. I do reroll hits, before hits, and we're strength 8 right now, with just 2 wounds, AP 2, 3
6s.
damage.
Lose 2 guys. I'm gonna pull the guy out of combat with you.
Okay. Sounds good. I am chill with that. Now you have option to heroic intervene and stuff like that. Okay. So that is good.
I think that's it. I'm defending. I'm recovering. Recover. Defense going on there. And no other combats to go.
All right, so that was a little brutal, but not the end of the world at all. I feel like I'm in a pretty decent spot. The game is really about to happen now, so I want to make sure we're set up for that as best as possible. Let's start with drawing. Going up to 3 CP. We got no prisoners. It's a good turn for no
It's a good draw.
And sabotage. I don't really care about sabotage. That's probably going to be a command point.
You think so? I'm not too interested in killing a rhino doing sabotage right now.
It's not so much that I couldn't do a sabotage. Like, I'm sure I could find a spot.
You want the CP economy?
I want the CP economy.
Makes sense.
It's like working hard for 3 points. Instead of just going up to 4 CP. And if I go up to 4 CP now, well, at the end of my
Speaking of which,
turn,
I'm at 4 CP now.
then I have interrupt, fight on death, heroic, all that is on mine. And I'm still trying to budget for if I need to reroll a charge.
Right.
Which definitely could happen. All right, let's start off with those Terminators moving. I think they're 11 and change away from this guy. So we're gonna just try to hit a 6, and we have a CP reroll. And if we miss it, it will be sad. But this allows us to shoot our combi weapons and a Reaper chain cannon. And hopefully we can use that to pick up flash gets. A number could shoot Beast Snagaboys. I could shoot a little bit here because the back one is wounded, but I don't want to kill this front one, so I want to do exactly 1 damage ideally. Those flash gets in that character, what I'm really eyeing up. That Lord owes you a battle shock.
That he does.
Which he passes.
Nice.
6.
No fallback can do stuff, right? Because he lost his chosen friends?
Yeah, no fallback can do anything because he's not chosen. He's probably just going to walk away so he doesn't die in my turn. Maybe. He might just stand there. We'll see. I'm somewhat tempted to have the big brick of Possessed here move. Let's see, it moves 9. So it can move to here and have a orange charge into Flash Gets and an automatic charge into Beast Snagaboys. And I don't think it's crazy that my Possessed just kill both.
They shouldn't. I mean, sorry, they should kill both. Yeah, they should not fail.
With +1 attack up, I'd probably pop Dev Wounds, although I don't need to pop Dev Wounds. I'd probably just do it because I'm dead either way.
Does your Dev Wounds work when you fight on death? Because you can't pact, right?
I have to do a Dark Pact. Let me find out. Let's find out.
Yeah.
So I can't pact on a fight on death, so no, I don't think so. But it could work on an interrupt.
That'd be the only reason I could think to pop the Dev Wounds, because you're just not going to get it anyway, right?
That's I don't need it for the offense boost, but I would rather use it than lose it. Let me just read how it works. I don't often find myself in this spot, as I have to pass it. I have to take a Dark Pact. All right, so I don't have to do that necessarily. I do have to address this stuff. Cypher can do it, but I think Cypher wants to shoot these guys. Because I don't really have a great answer to this unless I send more Possessed that way. So I think Possessed doing a combo charge. I also have to screen Breakaboys, technically.
The Rapid Ingress is going to be pretty relevant this turn.
It is still battle round 2, so you can't rapid behind me.
That's right. It's going to be in front of you.
It's going to be in front of me.
Which is generally what I'm happy with. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm so weak in my backfield that it's a real consideration for once. I think these cultists back up so that I don't lose my home field later for some stupid reason. Once the flash gets are done, which should be this turn, you have to charge the cultist to kill them, which is nice for me. Something like that. Okay. And then I think we'll just move the Possessed and kind of imagine what our turn will look like with that. So. On 9, it does get to the objective. I don't want to mess up no prisoners either. I don't think I will. 3 of them going this way. A good number going this way. And thankfully, you're right up on the wall's edge, so you don't have much to do to mess with.
No way to avoid that one, unfortunately, for this
Yeah.
this charge.
I love that my infantry can just move straight through my tanks. That makes my life easy. Cypher and his Rhino could Tokyo drift onto this point to contest it, assuming I kill a number of flash kits. I only have to kill 3 instead of all 5. I think that's probably worth it.
It's pretty reasonable.
And then if you want to kill Cypher, you're going to have 2 units charge this, 1 truck, or one for the Rhino, 1 for the Cypher. And at that point, you're just like not charging the meat of my army.
And even then, it's one model, so it's much harder to pin down on the
that's a great point
disembark.
too. One model, not too bad. I'm imagining this possessed unit is going to be here, so this avenue for charging me is going to be clogged up. You're going to have a limited but reasonable path this way, but I'm hoping you can't like wrap the Fabius Rhino. That's definitely a lost condition, is you wrapping it, so I want to have this possessed squad protect the Rhino with Heroic. I have to be mindful of this side attack on a log turn, hitting my possessed squad, because if they connect that, then I can't Heroic. And also it'll hurt really bad. So I mean, Fabius and his friends could just get out if I have Wall possessed in front of me and Terminators in front of me. And get him out like right here. And then but then I don't have much to threaten this later. I like that it's a very central threat right now. If these possessed move forward and they eat that charge, it would kind of suck for me. I think the possessed are going to hold this a little bit. And just kind of keep the Fabius Rhino nice and safe while it threatens the world. And it can shoot this way as well if I just move up for rapid fire, which isn't bad. Fabius has a decent gun.
He actually does have a pretty good gun.
I have to look it up, actually. I can never shoot it.
It's like anti-infantry dev wounds or something.
Hopefully it's dead flash kits is what it is.
I think it is. Pretty dead flash kits.
3 shots, anti-infantry 2+2 damage. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dead flash kits. Okay. So, no one respects the CSM gun line, but it's there, even without Abaddon. I don't think I'm really in danger of getting charged here with the wall of possessed I'm creating in front of it. And again, by you having my possessed occupy the space that I would want to disembark, it guarantees I can disembark in my own next turn, assuming these possessed aren't dead and now surrounded by orcs. I'll advance just to make this a little easier. 3 more inches. I just want to be mindful of that. I suppose I don't have to be on this objective and I can just block it like this. And then I can just charge on the objective. So I think I'll do that with this Rhino instead.
Makes sense.
If there's flash kits still here between both Rhinos shooting them, I can charge on. But if not, that's going to block this. These possessed are going to block that. And we create another wall, keeping all this stuff safe. Now lets me be a little bit more aggressive with this placement, which I like. Because I want to be able to charge on this objective next turn pretty much without thinking about it. And if you want to connect this charge, it is more than 24 inches. So, like, good luck.
That's all you need.
All you need, that's true. You roll good and you win games. I think that's it for my movement phase, so if you want to wrap it, now is the time.
I have a lot of interesting choices to make here. You left me some interesting spots, right? So I could just wrap it right here.
Yeah, I think I blocked this. Let me make sure I blocked this area, don't you?
Oh yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Clean it up.
Yeah, let's just, nope, all better.
I think you just have to leave that avenue open, and that just is what it
That
is.
just is what it is.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
It's better than Breaker Boys coming in, because if I could wrap it right here, just go
And
punch
just
those
go
guys.
in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a little
That'd
too
be
free,
terrible.
right?
Yeah.
Cypher's guns are actually pretty good into Breaker Boys. I'm not too interested in losing any more Breaker Boys this game for free than I already have. I could wrap it right in front there, but I'm not that interested. You didn't provide me anything super fun over there. One that could actually be interesting is wrapping right here and doing Heroic.
Yeah.
I think that could be pretty good, because I don't think Terminators are going to be killing Knobs and Breaker Boys.
No.
And they are mostly 1 damage, right? 1 power fist?
No, there are 3 power fists and a chain fist.
Oh,
It's almost all 2
three
damage.
power fists.
Almost
Okay,
all
that's a
2
lot of
damage,
a lot of power fists.
That's why I kind of like them in this matchup. Because Chosen really fall flat with being 1 damage on everybody. Terminators getting those power fists really help.
Putting them here also allows me to send them towards these possessed if I have as well. Because I have 2 breakable units right here. So I can have a breakable unit right here, rapid and a breakable unit right here. And then really push across the board. Because the left side of the board is not where the damage is at the moment. You have the ability next turn to start pumping the damage that way. But the moment I put the breakables over here, you have no interest.
Yeah. That's a great thought. Like if you put too much stuff here, I'll just like walk away from
You're
it.
immediately going to like just veer off. And then my breakable is charging what? A Cypher Rhino? I'm very interested in that.
Charge the Cypher
I'm very
Rhino.
interested in that.
Dude, Cypher Rhino kills a squad a turn.
Now, the question then turns into, am I going to not wall you again?
Let's just not walk this game. Every turn you lose a squad or 2, no walk. Let's do it.
I don't think that is the case. I think I am going to wall you this turn for sure, but I think it has to be in that corner over there. I think that's the best. I think that's the best possible spot. So let's pay our CP, get our rapid set up.
Very nice. Okay.
Could you pass me that tape measure, Nick?
Tape measure, you got
Thank
it.
you very much. As I smash all the models.
Don't worry. No matter how hard you try, Michael, you'll never break more models than
I am going to give myself the option of the heroic if I want it.
I like that Michael is spending 2 CP to deploy his army and charge me. That takes the sting off of whenever we start battling. But also having his units in the right spot is really important.
Okay.
All right, we good? Let's carry on then. We will start with the Bile Rhino. Since it has very limited options, we'll shoot everything at this flash gets caught. Here's the pact. It passes. I'll pact for sustain. Here is Bile himself with 1 hit and 1 wound.
AP
1, I believe.
Let's just find out if it matters. It doesn't matter.
Here are 2 combi bolters. That's better. 1 sustain. Oh, that was a hit. 1 sustain. And 5s. Nice. 4 armor saves.
3 ups because we're in cover right now.
Oh, wow. Orks.
Take 1 whole damage.
And the Havoc Launcher is going to be 2 shots of blast. Both miss. And from inside, I'd realistically overcharge a Plasma Pistol. So here's the shot. It becomes 2 hits. 1 wounded AP3. 2 damage.
6 up because cover.
All right. And my Hazardous. Hey, we're okay. That did not do nearly as much as I wanted. We're going to put the entire Cypher
Put it
Rhino.
actually on a cover, guys. Sorry.
Yes, no problem. Cypher Rhino will go at him. Packed for lethals. His weapons are sustained, not lethal. I got it backwards, but we're okay. Packing for lethals. Fails. Still has the lethals, though. Damage is 3, down to 7 on the Cypher Rhino. Okay. So we'll fire Havoc or combi bolters first, since somebody's wounded. And lethals are awesome. And just 4 armor saves to start.
AP 0?
AP 0.
Okay, so 3 up. 3 up. 3 up. Good.
This 4. 1 more.
Oh, 4. One more. Good.
All right. The Havoc Launcher will be 4 shots with blast. Will be 2 lethals and make it 2 saves. Total. 3 up. This guy finally goes down. And then Cypher. Cypher will shoot his Plasma Pistols, which is 3 hits in 3s. 2 wounds AP3.
So 2 wounds AP3. This guy is just going to die.
Okay.
And then I'll have 1 6 up.
Got
Fail
him.
it.
And then we've got the Bolt Pistols. The Bolt Pistols are 2 lethals and 3 saves at AP1.
So 4 ups because both of these guys have cover.
Yep. Okay,
1 more.
Which is pretty much the perfect number, because I can now charge and contest the objective and block that little alleyway. That's all done shooting. All I've got left are the Terminators, who I'm now finding out are not thrilled about shooting flash kits, who are uber tough. Wonder if I have range to shoot anything with rapid fire here. The Breaker Boys, I've got 3 in rapid fire, so they'll go there. The Reaper Chain Cannon will also go there, and 1 model will shoot forward at the knobs. Here's the Pact. Pact passes, so we're gonna go for sustains. Here is the Reaper Chain Cannon at the Breaker Boys. 4 hits. With sustain, it's 5 hits. Strength 7, I need 3s. 1 dev and 2 AP1s.
2 AP1s. Let's see if I gave myself any cover based off that ruin. I did not.
Okay.
5 ups.
So that's 1 damage each. So 2
So
total.
1 Breaker Boy's dead right now.
Yep. I've got 3 combi weapons going that way. 4 hits. And I need 4 for dev. 2 more buys die. Oh, the combi weapons.
Just losing Breaker Boys for free all game.
And then one brave Terminator will shoot the knobs with 2 hits, and 1 dev wound will get the wounded knob.
Wounded knob.
That was the excellent shooting from the Terminators. 3 Breaker Boys and a knob. And now I believe we charge. We charge. Okay, so I think most important is actually these possessed, charging both the Flash Gits and the Beast Snagga Boys. And they're gonna nail it on its
They nail
head.
it.
So we're gonna start with this guy basing the Beast Boss. And then this guy will go here and base Flash Gits. This guy will go here and base Flash Gits. And I'm gonna do it in such a way where another model can't base Flash Gits. So he's gonna go right here, get engage range, and fight that way. This guy will stand in this corner to help bridge coherency and get within engage range here. And the reason I can't base this Beast Boss is because I have to maintain coherency throughout this charge. So we're just gonna come on in this way. And then some people are gonna have to base this Beast Boss, so he's gonna go all the way out here. And he's gonna go all the way out here. So maybe not super ideal, but is what it is. Okay, this Rhino is gonna charge this guy, this Flash Kit, on a 3.
Doesn't.
Which does it. I'm gonna base you like that. And that will leave me on the objective and block that alleyway. Very nice. All missions accomplished. And then the big one, Terminator is needing a 6 to charge the knobs. Got a 12. Okay.
That's pretty good.
I do have to be a little bit concerned of Michael's interrupt potential, but I think here and here you're kind of weak sauce.
It's very weak interrupt over there.
So I'm just gonna let it happen. And since I'm getting potentially heroic here anyway, I don't really mind. We'll just go like that.
I lost more than I like, so I'm not gonna heroic.
You lost more than you like, so you're not gonna. How's that went? Because you're not gonna do enough damage now?
So I actually really don't want you to activate and kill both the knobs and the Breaker Boys here.
Right.
If I had a full Breaker Boy squad and like a 4 knob and a War Boss, I don't think you'll get both.
Yeah.
However, now I think you can get both. And since I still have bomb squigs on these guys, any sort of bomb squigs I can use this next turn to chip off Terminator damage. It's actually quite nice for me.
Yeah.
So
there you go. All right, so I will start with the Terminators. I have to make some decisions here. I have 2 CP reroll wounds against character units, which would really just like pick up this knob squad without thinking about it. But I should pick them up without thinking about it regardless, because I'm 5 attacks each right now. So I think I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit, save my CP for the most painful turns later.
I'm just gonna fight on death.
You're just gonna fight on death, all right. I am going to Pact, which passes, so I'll get sustained hits. Here are my Power Fists, with my 5 attack Power Fists. 1, 2, 3. My Chain Fist is exactly the same into you. And you don't have a wounded guy, right?
No wounded guys right now.
So that guy will just come last. All right, so hitting on 3s with sustained. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Bop, bop, bop. And this is strength 8.
So 4s because the knobs minus 1.
All right, still I think enough.
Should be enough.
This is gonna be 8, 10 AP2, 2 damage.
10 AP2.
Is your War Boss any different?
He does have a 5 up, so I'm gonna have to roll these 4 at a time.
Okay. Sounds good.
6s. Okay, we're down to the War Boss.
All right.
See if the War Boss can bang it out. He does not bang it out, so we're just gonna fight on death.
Yep.
So I'll have 4 knobs right now.
4 nubbins.
3, 6, 9, 12. Hitting on 3s was sustained.
Wow. Got 4 sustains in there.
4 sustained, so I'm actually gonna go +1 on this roll.
Nice.
Strength 9 right now, so only 3s.
Yep. 6. Oh my God.
Dude, these wound rolls.
Michael, I'm sorry.
I'm getting bullied. Oh, that's a 3. You have 5 AP2s for 2.
All right, these are 4-ups. We'll kill a Terminator.
All right, and then the war boss himself.
Yep.
I'm actually going to roll his little idiot first.
What's his idiot? The squig?
The squig! Nope.
Oh.
All right, war boss. Pick up the sustain. Still 3s to strength 10. Oh! What's happening? What AP2 for 2?
One more Terminator takes damage. Man, welcome to the stream house.
Apparently.
This really always happens. Anytime someone's new here, they just get this dice treatment is real. So I could consolidate into the 2 Breakaboys. And is that a war boss?
No war boss.
Oh, that's just the knob, man.
Just the knob. The Breakaboy boss knob is on a bigger base.
Okay. I don't think I care.
I think it's just free damage for
I
me.
think it's free damage for you.
And it's 3
It
flat.
takes away your squig mine because you can't make a normal move next
Yes,
turn.
that is true. But I think I net more damage
But
out
I think,
of an
yeah, I
extra
think I'll take
activation.
more than it's worth.
Yeah.
This Rhino will take yet another pact because I hate this flash gate. He hurts himself again. Oh no, not like this. He's down to 4. Cypher, you're getting
Cypher.
dangerous. The Rhino hits you twice. It wounds you twice. Come on. Oh, he's gonna live.
He does live. He takes
doesn't care.
Takes no damage.
Oh my god, if he kills this Rhino, I'll be so upset. Okay. The Possessed are gonna go. They're gonna split 3 into the flash gets and 7 into Beast Boys. Here's my pact. I get a reroll for my icon, get some new dice.
Oh,
in
Possessed
here.
have an icon.
They do. And my Possessed have 6 attacks model right now. Is that real? Are they
That
base
might be
5?
real.
I think that's real. That's really painful. Really powerful. Let's just make sure. There's a lot of rules in Warhammer.
There's a lot of rules in Warhammer.
Possessed, sure, or up to 5 attacks. Okay. And I will pop Dev Wounds just because I don't need you doing things in your life.
Right.
Here's 3 into flash gets. Hitting on 3s with sustain for 2. And wounding at strength 5, toughness 5, and 4s. 2 devs and 6 AP1s.
I have 6 5-ups here.
Don't kill 4.
All down.
And then the devs. Yep. Nice. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 Possessed going into the Beast Boys, and then I'll roll 3 more after. Ooh, not good.
Not good.
Not good. 3 sustains. This is strength 5 and 4s. That's better. 7 AP1s at 2 damage, and then 2 dev wounds.
So here is 7 6-up saves first.
Yep.
Make 1. So I'll have 8 total 2 damages coming at me.
Well, the dev wounds happen at the end, which could go on the war boss.
Oh, do you have more attacks after this?
Yeah, I have 3 guys left to roll.
Got
I'll
it.
just do that. Yeah.
Just do that.
1, 2, 3. A lot of dice, you know. Here's 2 sustains, and then here's the end of it. 2 more devs and just 1 more save.
Okay. 1 more save. Fail that. Okay, so I'll have 7 failed saves and 3 devs.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to do this quite painstakingly.
I think there's 7 guys there, so you can just roll it.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna re-roll successes just to make my life a little easier.
Makes sense. So the first set of feeling pains, they all died.
All died. Okay.
And the war boss will take 8 damage. And he's still 6 up feeling pain?
6 of feeling no pain.
Nice.
I have to pass 3. Pass 1.
All right, scoopity doopty.
I thought maybe we were gonna live there after those
After
rolls.
the wound roll, yeah. I thought these flash kits were for sure dead. That's the only thing, I think. I think I'm going to engage this truck because I don't care about this truck. And this will take away some forward movement from the knobs. And let me put a little bit more on this objective to fight with. I'll be a little bit more protected here. Okay. Okay. Basing it all up there. You have your Big Mech, who I didn't fall back from.
That's right.
In the splash.
He
Kit.
gets to fight first.
Yes. Mm-hmm. 2
hits. Wounding on 2s. 2 AP3s.
2 invuls. Come on, my lord! Oh, he's dead.
Goodbye,
it's
sweet
so
friends.
not worth the CP. Man, is he cool. Okay. Because it's the same battle round, so I can't use
That's
the
right.
other one.
Yeah.
And your flash kit gets to go.
Oh, that's right. He has 4 attacks. 1 sustain. This flash gets a hero.
This
5s. 1 AP1.
Imagine if he killed this rhino, held the objective.
I would have been so proud of him.
He's good. Okay, so I know prisoners for 5 points.
You definitely know prisoners for 5. And I'm going to get my recover and my defend.
Nice. So 6 points to Michael, 5 points to me. And then I'll go up to 5 command points going to the next turn. I love that.
I'm going to go up to 2.
Okay.
Okay, so I think it's finally WoW time. I think we do have to, unfortunately, actually play the game.
How are you feeling after the first couple rounds?
So I'm losing a little more on the attrition than I'm really interested in this corner. I still think we're okay. So I'm gonna make it, hopefully, so these 10 possessed and these chosen in that rhino have to do everything.
They're planning to.
Yeah, so, and if they fail to do everything, which I'm going to put a lot of orcs on this table, I think I'm going to be pretty okay.
Yeah.
So on the other thing is too, I'm hopefully going to have 4 CP once again, as I've talked about. I'm sitting at 2 right now. I'm going to ditch a card / hopefully roll the Gretchen CP, spend 0 CP this turn.
Okay.
And go to 4.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. We'll call the WA.
That's the log. This is your first log in our war.
I don't.
You're not one of those orc
I'm just not that
players?
kind of orc player.
Okay.
I'm civilized.
I'm not gonna press
okay?
you.
It blows out my voice when I wall loud.
It's not a.
If we're not blowing out our audience's eardrums, are we even
I'm like a
trying?
cool guy, you know, just a chill guy.
Yeah, okay.
Drawing some cards. No prisoners.
Yeah, it's a good turn for that.
Secure.
That seems like a good secondary round.
Just that good, Nick.
But you want to ditch a card, don't you?
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Those grots, they hit you for
I don't have to anyway.
All right, okay. All right. He's at 3 CP. That means he will go to 4.
As long as I spend none
As long as
this
you spend
turn.
0, you'll go to 4. Which is the match
I
number.
might spend 1 for a fight on death. It kind of depends on what happens here. We'll have to see if you, because you're probably going to interrupt. You're probably also going to fight on death. You're going to interrupt either with the Terminators or Possessed. But because of how your Possessed are sitting right now, I think I can set up a pretty horrible interrupt on these
My
guys.
possessed are a line. We'll break that down more, but
So let's figure out where all the guys are going to go. That Big Mech living is also quite nice because it's going to be 3 more 3 damage attacks I can use this round. I'm actually probably also going to YOLO that Big Mech all the way up to the top of that Possessed unit. So there's a unit that you don't even get to pile into in case anything cute happens at all. So
clever.
first, we're going to move some Breakaboys that are not going to advance. Oh, but that one Breakaboy might actually advance. I do want my Bomb Squig on these guys, especially since that guy's at 1, but I also need these Breakaboys here. So if we just move, let's see, I'm within 10, I move 6, be a 3-inch charge, right? So that's actually pretty reasonable into those Possessed. So I think we're just going to take that because I want this Bomb Squig here pretty bad.
Yeah.
So we're going to end up right here.
Nice. And that's a good bomb squid going on my Terminators. It's like one of the best bomb squids you can throw.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and move these guys right here, but they're going to Bomb Squig here in a second.
Do you find the bomb squigs are like counterproductive with the log turn?
It's kind of weird. You have to be very mindful of it.
Because you want a normal move to use the squig, but you want to advance because it's wall.
Yeah, that's kind of like the big issue. So I find with the Big Mech unit, the super move, teleport across the battlefield one, they're not really getting to Bomb Squig.
Yeah.
But the other one usually gets to. It's just nice to have the option.
Yeah,
right?
fair.
It's free. I don't pay anything for it, so.
Yeah.
Bomb Squig, number 1, goes off. D3, 2.
Kills the turn me.
Bomb Squig number 2, goes off.
Yep.
1 more mortal.
1 more mortal. So 3 mortals total. Let's drop. Bring this guy to 1 wound. There we go. And I'm down to just my fist models.
I do have a gun on the Big Mech, but like I said before, I really think I want to get him all the way up there.
Like advancing and going.
Yeah, so let's advance him. So he's going to move 10 whole inches.
Oh, he moves 6. What a fast boy.
Oh, let's find out actually if he keeps his +2 move or if he has to be leading in order to keep that enhancement.
+2 move. What a fast man.
I think it is while he is leading his friends.
Yeah, we can find out.
It is while the bear's leading a unit.
Okay.
There are no lads to follow him, so. And I rolled a 4 on the advance, is that right?
We killed all his lads. Yeah, roll 4.
All right, so he's going to move 10 inches. He's going to go 10 inches right here.
All right.
So we are getting a little light on stuff that's sitting on this objective at this point. However, you're a little light on stuff to actually even respond to 3 breakaboys at this point.
Fair. I am not a very stuff army. I like playing Warhammer with lots of stuff, and this army doesn't do that.
This rhino being in the way, it's a real pain in my ass. I'm gonna battle shock this flash good.
This is good.
He's happy.
Yep.
Out of phase, but it's whatever.
I forgive you.
Let's figure out where these knobs are gonna go. I really would prefer
You jammed up pretty hard in the middle. There's not really good avenues into anything deep.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that these breaker boys might actually go that way.
Yeah.
Because these knobs have to go pretty much straight in.
Into the
But I
possess.
also just don't want to give like all this stuff just like a little tunnel to run down.
My thought, I mean, hit the top down here, is that the knobs really want to connect into these possess, because like, what else are they going to do? And then in doing so, they are right in the bowling ball line, which I want to send my army down.
I think I'm actually going to send one knob unit here, one Beast Snagaboy here. Removing Cypher is very important this turn.
Yeah.
Because next turn, my 4 CP all of a sudden has to be 6 CP if Cypher's alive.
Next turn, Cypher's going to be up.
So I really want to engineer a situation where I can control where Cypher's going to go.
And you mean about like surrounding the rhino, forcing him in a specific spot, and then piling it
Exactly.
in there?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use this flash kit pretty specifically here. I'm going to fall back and try and position in a way that I can at least corral you. I'm going to stay off the objective so he's not a free O-force in case you draw that.
Leather.
And then I'm going to use these knobs to go here and hopefully corral you with the Beast Snagaboys right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to position my Beast Snagaboys back just a little so that I can set up the corral. Advance the Beast Snagaboys. So they are going to move 6, 9, 14.
Yeah.
So we can go pretty much wherever we want. But like I said, we're kind of corral. So I'm going to set up myself right here in a little arc. 1, 2,
Logging boys.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep.
This is a full squad.
Is this your last full squad of Beast Nuggets?
This is the last full squad of beasts. Only 2 beast
Only
nuggets
2,
in this.
okay,
Yeah,
that's
only
right.
2 in this this list.
I'm so used to 3. They're real good.
They are really good. They are really, really good.
They're like cheap, efficient OC2, and they punch up real well.
They punch up super well.
And they're not free to kill.
And then I'm gonna actually really bunch myself up here because I really want to leave a spot for Cypher.
How does bunching yourself up over here actually enable that?
So say I roll a 4 on this charge or something along those lines. Only these guys are gonna base.
Yeah.
Right? This is gonna leave this spot right here, which is gonna be able to make either the knobs or the Beast Snagaboys what I kind of
One or the
decide
other is
to be
gonna
able to
go.
pile into. Because I want the knobs to charge around and end up right here. So we can go from there. Or the Beast Snagaboys are gonna end up right here and we'll be able to pile in and go on from there.
Sure.
The knobs are just gonna walk out so we can fire our pistols. We might still get lucky and just kill the truck first.
Yeah. That's true. And now your army's quite tough this round also, so it's
Right.
there's gonna be a lot of works in all kinds of places, being very skirmishy and annoying, and I've got very few resources to actually deal with it. But I'm hoping that you just don't have real answers to my bile brick, and it just kind of runs rampant, because this is your wog turn, you're not even getting near it.
This is my watch turn. Oh, and then what did I get for primary this turn?
You got a 5.
I got a 5 again, that's right. And we're just gonna trade 5s all game.
Until bottom of 5 and I get a 15.
Well, that's why I wanted to go second, Nick.
The Grots versus Cultists on turn 5.
I have no actions I have to do, so I don't have to actually really worry about anything like that. However, this truck now can start kind of driving otherwise.
Yeah.
So 4 to get him here, and then he's gonna turn around. 6,
It's got 6 left.
move up to 6.
Nice. The WTC boards are tough for these trucks and rhinos. I mean, it's nice for hiding. Tough for moving.
I'm gonna keep both these units here. I think I need 2 Breakas and a Knob squad in order to kind of deal with these possessed.
Like, really
I need a lot of damage.
It is 30 wounds.
Yeah.
With T7.
We get these knobs out. No reason for them to advance either. I can't get past you, so.
+1 toughness is kind of crazy on them.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
My first game I played with Bile on the channel, I rolled +1 ballistic skill, rerolled it, got +1 ballistic skill. Didn't feel great.
Well, you've been avenged today.
I have, I sure have. This is a fun army, I will say.
Disembark.
Disembarkation.
Oh, I'm doing with these guys, but they do not want to get out. There we go.
Yeah. All right. And they should be all right.
And then I need this truck out of the way. I'm actually going to use it to head over this way. It might honestly have the job of being a tank shock in these Terminators.
Spend those
1,
CP.
2, 3, 4, 5. And then these guys are going to move right here because we want to make sure we leave space for breakaboys still.
Yep. Yep.
This truck is now going to move out as well.
What's he thinking?
He's just driving.
Just driving around.
Just driving around,
Nice.
waiting for the next turn.
Yep.
Gretchen are going to continue their humble job. Beast Tiger Boys out, knobs are out, trucks are moving. We've got our guys. We are good to go. So now we are going to be doing the charge.
So is everybody on the board now?
Everybody is on the board right now.
This is the Ork army?
This is the Ork army.
All right, it's not as big as I thought it was. You can never tell when they're in trucks.
You're going to regret that. All right, so let's figure out, after I've done this, did I mess up with this flash kit placement?
You can fix it if you want.
I think I may have messed up. I think I actually need to maybe stand right
put 'em right
here.
there.
Yeah, we're going to stand
No
right
problem.
here. Because I think I'm actually blocking my own Beast
Yeah,
Tiger
you're
Boys
gonna
right
try
there.
to go this way with
Yeah,
them?
I think I
Yeah.
snaked myself the wrong way.
No problem.
So let's start shooting. I do have some guns. So I'm going to start with the knobs here. They're just going to fire their pistols. I'm going to use my lethals.
Yep.
The knob pistols first. 1 hit. No wins.
Okay.
The combi weapon. No
Illustrious.
hits. No wins. They advanced. He fell back. This truck advanced. And then these guys up here.
Does that truck advance? I think he just moved.
I don't think you can see the rhino anyway, to be honest with you. So we're going to fire now these guys into the possessed right in front of them.
The knobs, yeah.
Yeah, try and just chip off any wins we can get.
Yeah. Hits.
Nothing. Combi weapon. Nothing there.
Yep.
And then breakaway rocket pistol. Hits. Nope.
T7. Love that.
Rocket pistol up into those Terminators up there.
Yep.
Nope. And that truck can shoot. That truck will shoot the Terminators.
This is adorable.
Dude, you got to get all the damage you can.
Dude, I'm with it.
Trying to min-max it here. What
I
are
play
you guys
DSC. I shoot my flamer pistols. I know.
And I think we're done being so excited.
All right.
Charge time. So important here, I'm going to charge with these knobs first.
Yeah, that's to try to get as far around my rhino as possible. 11 is going as far around my rhino.
I'm going wherever I
as
want.
possible.
So I don't think this guy can slide through, but let's find out.
I think a 32
He
probably
can't.
can.
A 32 definitely can fit through. Okay,
Yep.
so
So,
the war boss is stuck here,
yep. It's bonk.
and then I'm going to space myself. This, then end up with these guys over here.
Yep.
Okay, he's next to that guy.
Yeah, no problem.
Our giant axe is kind of in the way.
Yeah.
Do this. And then the Beast Snagger Boys, hopefully we can leave a little hole for Cypher here.
Yeah. Now, is a 32 millimeter 1 inch or less than 1 inch? Or more than 1 inch?
It's more than 1 inch.
More than 1 inch. Okay, so I can't hop over you.
Exactly.
Cypher. That's clever. All right. 10 inches. You surrounding me, Michael.
Uh-oh.
You sure surrounding Cypher's Rhino.
I don't think we can get out of that one.
You could see Pee Wee roll it, but then it's like Cypher worked.
Cypher worked anyway. What can we do about that? I don't think there's any cute things we can do here.
I mean, what you could do as an option, I don't know if this will solve your problems, but you could base me like the minimum out and then spread out. So like maybe I have to disembark in a way where you get to pile in to them.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. So if we put a beast boss here,
The nice thing is I'm only at 4 wounds, so it's pretty trivial to kill a rhino.
and then we are gonna put, I can base there. So okay, so he's gonna go here.
Yeah, cut off the basing on
And
that
then
side.
now we are going to use our way to make it so there's not enough space between each base.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, and now we're gonna do the spread out thing.
Now you're spreading out. Yep.
So 6 inches, you can go that way. If you go that way, that's just, that just is what it is.
Yeah.
This guy will go all the way up here.
Sure.
This guy is going to go all the way over here.
Just got to make it coherent too.
Yep. And then now we're just going to try and keep our coherency up.
Yep.
2 and then 2 right there. This guy just backed up just a little.
No problem.
There we go. And then this guy's going to end up right here.
Yep.
Oh. 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 This guy will end up here, here, and here.
Okay. Sounds good. So right now I can probably 6-inch like out here.
Yeah, so maybe we can
thinking you leave,
engineer,
like, this guy
leave
here.
this guy here and here.
Yeah.
Oh, but this one guy has to be here for that. But
Yeah, and I don't know that you're gonna get out of it.
We'll just try it.
Model, but I think that's your best shot.
that's our best shot.
Yeah.
So let's charge the Breaker Boys into those possessed now.
Yep.
11's certainly good.
Rolling big charge. Usually Orks players are happy about this. It's tough when you roll randomly and you go where you go.
Ace.
And I'm fully
Ace.
expecting that possessed unit to get massacred, but hopefully I can take a lot of Orks with me on the way out. Because of my positioning, it won't be an incredible amount of Orks, but I'll take what I can
I'm
get.
going to charge the Big Mech around the corner.
Yep.
Okay.
He's going around. He sure is going around the corner.
I'll just put them all the way over here.
Nice. I could look to heroic that with the cultists.
With the cultists, you could.
Now the reason I would consider it is because he's got 3 attacks. I don't really care what he does to my cultists, and I could end up with the cultists like over here pretty reasonably, and then that's an easy walk to that objective. And you're only going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 OC on this. It's not impossible that cultists just fall back and contest it next turn. I don't think I'm going to go for it. I don't think so. Because I think I'd have to roll
Sounds reasonable to me.
very high.
Knobs are going to go into that same possessed unit now. Okay,
Yeah.
we are just going.
And this Jack once tested into Jack theory. Just because you have spent CP doesn't mean you should spend them all. Can they go through my possessed?
Oh, this guy probably is stuck,
Yeah,
but
the
the
war boss,
knobs,
I think,
the
is
knobs,
stuck. The knobs can
The
fit.
knobs definitely can fit.
Yeah, only 4 possessed are going to have meaningful fights into any of that, unfortunately. Yeah, the positioning on my unit right now is quite sad.
Then these Breaker Boys are going to charge there. Will you just roll that for me since you're right by that
Yeah.
box?
You know what, Michael, do you mind if I do this heroic with these
Oh,
cards?
go ahead. I don't mind.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I think I might be able to kill this guy with these possessed. And
Sure.
Then maybe it's worth it. So I'm down to 4 CP, the cultists go...
They're zooming.
Okay, so I too will be a little precise with this. This cultist is gonna flip over to the side of you and base you. And then this cultist here will flip here and base you. And then this cultist here will base you like that. And I believe that's the end of the people who have to base you. So now the cool thing here is my back cultists are about 4.5 inches. He's about 5 inches. 4.5, 4, and 4. So I can run to the other side of you as long as I am closer. With a 10-inch charge, this model who's 5 inches away can run all the way out to here. And he's certainly closer to that guy. This guy's about 4 inches away. With a 10-inch charge, he's going to run here. He has to end up closer than 4, so on this side of the wall right there. I think they're going to end up basically like that. You can kind of get here. Did this truck advance?
That truck did advance. It can
advance.
charge.
It can charge because it's an...
It's in the water, yeah.
Fair enough. But at this point, I've got 5 OC that can just walk onto it pretty easily, and let's make it 6. That was the big charge I was looking for. Okay, there you go.
Okay, I am now going to charge those trucks into said cultist.
Yep.
Okay,
Sounds good.
I'm going to go ahead and roll that Breaker Boy charge too.
Yeah,
Breaker Boys do
I'll
it.
let it,
Okay,
no
the
problem.
we're zooming.
You are zooming, starting.
We're going to base you right here.
Yep.
We're actually just going to pivot and do the same thing.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a bit better.
Yeah, it's a little more obnoxious for
And
me to
then
try to
these
contest that
guys
point.
can end up here, end up here, end up here.
Very nice.
And then I think we are in combat everywhere now, right? Okay, so where I want to start fighting is really important here, especially since Cypher is going to get away from me. That 4 CP breakpoint no longer matters nearly as much. It is quite important for me to figure out, Because if I kill too much stuff here, I don't get 2 activations. I know 2 activations are what it's going to take to kill this possessed. So I need to start in a way that I'm still going to get to attack you. That's going to be quite hard.
Yeah.
The other issue I need to figure out is those breakaboys over there. Because if you interrupt, then I have to fight on death. And I don't really want to fight on death.
Right.
Because I really want that CP going into next turn.
Right.
So this may be a situation where I'm actually going to start with those breakaboys.
I was looking at that interrupt because if I win that combat, there's nothing left to answer those Terminators.
Big problem from those Terminators over there.
Right.
So I think I'm going to start with those breakaboys instead. And then I will let you interrupt down here. Won't be a great interrupt.
Possessed interrupting could be really painful.
Could be really good, but it's not going to be the full unit. It's all that really matters at this current moment. And we'll go from there.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to start with the breakaboys. I think that's the best. That's the best.
I think it's
possible
the most
activation.
painful if I interrupt there.
Yeah.
Honestly, for the state of the board.
I am not going to crit 5 you. I might crit 5 the possessed here in a second, but we'll have to see.
Okay.
So are you going to do any strats?
So that's a great point because you have how many attacks there? 9.
I have 9 attacks. 3 of them will be dev wounds, and then 6 of them will be.
You
just
normally
regular
hit
stuff.
on 4s.
Normally hit on 3s.
Normally
Go
on 3s, so I
minus 1 will make me hit on 4s.
Okay, I can spend -1 to hit, make you on 4s, gets like 4 or 5 hits, then you will be on strength 7?
Strength 7 right now.
Toughness 6 when we on 3s. So it should be 3-ish invulns, maybe a dev wound. It's very possible you kill me down to 1 Terminator if I use -1 to hits. I think since you're giving me the opportunity to use an interrupt on my possessed, I feel like I have to take it. I have 5 CP. So the real question for me, because I could do both, and just, then I have 1 CP going into my turn, or 2 CP after I gain 1. The real question is, do I want to spend interrupt on possessed and reroll wounds on possessed? Because then I might actually
Then you could do a lot of damage.
and I could crack some stuff here. But I would love if those Terminators didn't just die to breakaboys. I think I'm not going to -1 to hit. I want the option here because it's possible I do -1 to hit and it doesn't matter.
Tank hammer. 3 hits.
Matter there.
No devs. 1 AP2 for 3.
All right. We'll kill that guy.
And then 6 more hammers.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh man.
it doesn't stop.
Stop. 3 hits. No 3s there, so it's doing good.
2 more saves.
2 more saves on
Just do it.
4s. Got 1 more.
All right. I'll take it.
Okay.
You gonna interrupt anywhere?
I think we're doing the full load. I think we're interrupting and re-rolling wounds against character units. Now, which of these are character units, Michael? Both of them?
The breakaboys are not.
not.
The knobs are.
Okay. We're going to put all 4 possessed into the knobs. And we're going to put... He's definitely closest to the Big Mech. He, I think, is closest to the Big Mech. Let's find out. This is going to determine where I can pile in. It's about 6.5 that way. He's like 5 from the Big Mech, so yeah. This guy's going to come here, just get closer. This guy will get closer. This guy will get closer to the Big Mech and hold coherency. So 3 will go into the Big Mech and 4 will go into these. Maybe this guy can come this way, possibly. Within 2, yeah, okay. So it'll be 5 into the knobs, 3 into the Big Mech, 2 guys don't fight. All right, 1.
Now the question is, do I want to fight on death with these knobs?
Oh yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah.
It's pretty tough.
Cypher's not out yet, It's
Cypher's not
Vector,
out yet because
That's another way to think about
I
it.
really need an interrupt or a fight on death next turn, so I'm not getting rid of a card. I really want both those points. So if I spend it here, I'll go to 2, which means I cannot interrupt and I cannot fight on death, which I think would be
If
really
you spend fight on death now?
if I do it right now,
Yeah.
which I think would be really bad going into this next turn. I think I need to stop you somewhere. And I still have the breakaboys into you, so I think we're just gonna leave it.
Okay. Here is all of the possessed. I have to roll 1 more dice after this into the knobs. Hitting on 3s. Here's my pact. Passes for sustained hits. Here's 1 more attack I have to roll. Okay. Not great hits.
Not great.
No.
That's something.
We've got 2 sustains. Drop. And we're strength 5. Your toughness 5.
5.
So force wounds. All right. And we'll reroll wounds because you're a character unit. All right. 2 devs, 3 wounds. Good thing I used reroll wounds here. Definitely helped. 3 devs.
Did they dev last turn? I can't remember.
They did dev
They
last
did
turn.
dev last
They did
turn.
last
Okay.
turn. No devs. 9 invuls.
Okay.
2 damage each.
It's all the same, so I'm just gonna roll it all together. Let's see if we can scam you back finally.
No. Well, you rolled okay.
I'll have the war boss.
Yeah. So
War
I
boss would be down to
killed the
4.
knobs, hurt the war boss. And I've got a number of guys going into the big mech. Well, I would really like to kill this guy because not only is he dead, I don't have to worry about him, but it also frees up cultists to potentially make that contest easier later. So 3s to hit here. Bad hits, great sustains, so kind of the same. And then toughness 5.
Actually, let me double check on this
Yeah, no
guy.
problem.
'Cause he's a big
He's a big mech.
He's a big mech.
He's not a small mech.
He is T5.
Yeah, he's still a mech.
He's a 3-up armor though.
He's gonna need it.
Space Marine.
He's a spaceman. What a guy. He wound you on 4s, and is he character unit? He is character.
He's a character, yeah,
he
that's
sure
right.
is. He sure can get ruined. Okay.
Uh-oh.
6, 11, AP ones. AP ones.
Here's 11 4-ups. Easiest I've ever lived.
Yeah.
He actually tried really hard.
He did. He takes a casual 10 damage.
Just casual 10 damage.
Okay. I would call that highly successful. I will consolidate a little bit that I can. I don't think this does much of anything, and these guys have to get closer to the truck. I won't engage the truck because I don't think I can. I'm just going to be there.
Okay, and then...
Then you start hitting me.
Yeah, I start hitting you back. So I'm going to start with the war boss, because
Yeah.
he's not going to kill all the possessed, which means our breaker boys are going to be okay.
Yep.
Down 0 CP.
I'm down to 0 CP. Spent it all.
So 9 attacks, hitting on 3s now, not 2s, because he lost his knobs.
Yep.
So 9 dice. It is. Okay, good job, me. The 1 just goes back in. Strength 11, so 3s here.
3s. T7 doing work. Well, they'd be T6 normally, but you know.
So 7 saves.
7 AP2 2 damage.
AB2 for 2.
5 ups. 1, 2 possessed go down. All right. I don't think it really makes much difference because I will be stuck here no matter what. So I think I'm going to pull off from this side. Okay.
I kill 2 possessed. Is that right?
Possessed, yep.
And then we...
Yeah, my 5s are
I'm just
continuing to be strong.
Just staying right there. All right,
Yep.
so the breaker's really tough choice if I want to
Crit 5s me.
crit 5 you. I really want to remove this possessed unit, but I really want to hold up a fight on death. But I think at this point, I think I might just be being too greedy.
Yeah,
if
I feel
don't.
like if I just have this possessed unit, that's its own problem.
I'm in a
Yeah.
world of trouble if this possessed unit is here. So
Especially like if enough of I suppose. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to kill 4 possessed to at least take me off the objective.
yeah, and Cypher most likely has to land here
And we can look at what my options are.
because he can't really go here because
Cypher could realistically hop on this side of this thing,
okay,
and then that's not interactable.
not
because you have
interactable.
to get through that.
Yep.
You could probably get here and be safe too, but I think I'd probably go.
Yeah,
here.
so you're going to be able to get to the middle next turn. So you're going to be able to get that interrupt or
Which
fight on death.
really, if you think about Cypher going to that spot, means to take this objective from me, you're going to have to kill 5 possessed, not 4.
Yeah. Let's do the crit 5s. I think we're going to have to.
I think it's worth it.
Yep. So let's start with the tank hammer.
Yep.
1 crit.
Yep.
And 3s. Actually, you're
T7.
T7, so 4s right now.
Straight 7. Wow.
1 dev and 1 save.
1 save. Fails the save.
So 2 are going to be dead.
Yep. Bop, bop.
And then 3, 6, 9.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
2 crits at least.
Okay. And
4s.
strength 7.
Yep. Oh no.
2.
2 AP2 for 3.
2 more.
All right.
All right. So you have killed
Some amount of guys.
4 possessed. I mean, I guess if your war boss consolidated,
Yeah,
can
you
get on.
consolidate, there
Yeah,
you
so you should be able to hold that or to contest that objective through my turn.
Let's start with the Beast Boys now. They're just gonna nuclear annihilate this truck.
Yes, they are.
Let's start with the Beast Boss because just rolling him is
easy.
just it's my favorite thing to do.
He's great.
1 sustain
He rerolls hits too.
because the Beast Snagger Boys.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the real combo. So if you do the in a vehicle or monster, and then you do the crit 5s, roll everything is not a 5, and you can just like I one shot a Rumble
Yeah. No kidding.
Was the most awesome moment of my life. Take 6 steps.
6 steps. Do I explode? No. Cypher will have to emergency, and does he take damage? He does not. Cypher is going to go.
Well, it's 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, it's 1, 2, or 3?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was 1 or 2. He's down to 4. I'll take that one dice. And he is going to go into the spot we just talked about over yonder on the other side of the cargo container, so you're not going to be able to pile into him and attack him with the Beast Snagaboys.
And can the knobs. This knob?
This knob might be able to. I think 3 will get him like there, which is not within an inch.
Okay.
Honestly. Yeah. Okay.
And then Beast Snagger Boys are just going to consolidate.
All right, because that was the Beast Snaggers that killed me.
Those are the Beast Snaggers that killed you, yep.
But I think we're okay.
And then we're just going to move back towards this objective. Because I want to get as many guys on here as possible. And I'm going to put as many guys as base to base as possible.
Like it's a diagonal linear for it, but because you have to waste inches going around the cargo container, I think it messes you up.
And then 3, these guys won't be base to base, these guys won't be base to base, but that's not a big deal.
Yep.
And the knobs can consolidate somewhere if they so choose. I can go where I want them to go. I can touch this ruin, but I'm not really that interested. I kind of want
If
to
the knobs
draw
consolidate
fight
this way, you'll retain hold of this objective if you care.
I do care because actually no, I don't because because I'll hold this no matter what because that truck.
Yes.
So I'll get secure no matter what. I don't want to give you another O force.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. I think we're at the point where overforce doesn't matter.
Yep.
All right.
And then I've hit you.
I've got.
My truck has to hit you. Yeah. Cultist. 2 sustained.
Oh wow! Angry truck.
And twos. You got 5 AP nothings for 1.
What have I done? 5 die.
Take 5 cultists.
Cultists no. Okay, so I'll leave myself in base with you, so you can't do anything funky, and that's that.
Yep. Hit me back.
All right, the cultists will pile in, and I'm just going to try to get near this objective. I don't really want to auto pass their battle shock, so we'll see. We'll see about that. My attacks largely don't matter, but we'll take them. 3 hits, nothing. The Terminator is not going to pact for fear of death. Oh, +1 attack for my army though. 2 hits.
Can't change the past.
Can't change the past. And 2 wounds, AP 2/2.
5 ups.
Got
Lose
a
a guy.
All right. And I think that's the end of my violence. It's you.
I think.
Cultists will
Yeah, I think
consolidate.
we're just at the end of violence in general.
Cool.
So it looks like I will score for no prisoners 2. Killed the rhino, yep. So I'll get 2 for no prisoners. I'll get 5 for secure. And say go.
All right. So that definitely could have been more painful. I'll go up to 1 CP. I will get a 5, not more. The orcs are wagging at me, and I have the meat of my army in the form of 10 possessed and the bile squad, and they're just going to have to kill the entire army now. I feel pretty good about how that all went down, to be honest. For a wide turn, I definitely could have taken way more casualties there. I am genuinely shocked my possessed didn't die. I think it was right to start on my Terminators, because that unit being there is a huge problem for you.
problem.
But nonetheless, these possessed also be a
Yeah,
problem.
it's hard to say if I think that I should have done that fight on death or not. Because then I might have just pulled the Breaker Boys out. It's a tough one. That's a tough call.
Yeah, the 2 CP reroll wounds against characters really flips the math over on these guys.
It does.
Yeah. I have a battle shock on the cultists. Before I do that, let me draw some cards. We'll get overwhelming force. Called it. And behind enemy lines. Well, that's not real. I have a lot of battle shocks to take, actually.
Yeah.
I could auto pass the cultists to guarantee a contest on that objective. Their lead's 7. If I fail it, I basically don't get to contest that objective because I need to go that away with my damage.
Me getting a 10 here would actually be a pretty big deal.
You getting a 10 is how you claw back in this game despite a material disadvantage.
Yeah.
That 1 CP is my advance and charge, but my possessed, I think, can just move 9
Charge.
and charge. And Fabius Bile, I think, can just clean up the middle. And these possessed are actually free to fall back aggressively, and then there's still 4 possessed. My rhino probably wants to bump into your truck to make you sad and make me sad while I hold this objective. Sticky, or it can hold this objective since you're OC2 and I'm OC2, so one truck won't stop it. Man, what a weird move, but I think I'm gonna actually auto pass the cultist morale. Yeah. And we're just gonna fall back. Oh, just take some more tests. The one Terminator, he fails his battle shock. That would have been the cultist. The possessed.
Yep. I want these guys to fail.
They pass their 6. That's good.
Oof.
No desperates for me. They could also stay in that combat, but I don't want to eat another round of breakaboys and then like have like one guy.
I mean, you have a little too many guys there. Yeah.
Unfortunately, in melee mirrors, it is definitely in your best interest to just put your foot on your opponent's throat and step on it. So we're gonna back off with these cultists. You have OC3 here.
OC4.
OC4.
2 breakers and a truck.
We'll put OC4 on here. And then the Terminator, I think, will fall back and roll desperate. He's a brave boy. He's glad.
Oh, heartbreak.
So since we're 4-4, I think this Terminator is actually just going to go deeper into your lines.
Makes sense.
And if you want to deal with him, you're going off objectives the wrong way. And I can heal a Terminator, which also doesn't suck.
It's actually pretty good.
Cypher cannot advance into that Rhino. Oh, actually, can he advance into the Rhino and then the Rhino move, and then because the Rhino didn't move, he can still shoot? That's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Same with like flash guts. Like you can like fall back into a truck, move the truck, then fire.
Really cool.
Yep.
It's every Death Guard player's favorite trick.
So these,
It's Dread Mob's favorite trick. Dread Mob, it never stops shooting.
I believe that.
Yeah.
These possessed are just going to sneak through this little gap in between the war boss and the car container, and largely just be in here, get a cover save, and scare your grots into the next dimension. I think the trucks are going to need to like be the things to stall possessed, and while that will probably work, there's not much I can do about it, and also that you're playing defensively at that point, not aggressively. With me having bottom of turn and a material advantage, I think that is a fine place to be. The chosen ones, I think are just gonna get out. I talk mad smack about how my army has no shooting, but
You're about to.
I'm about to shoot you.
You're about to shoot me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did. Maybe
You're about to kill a lot of orcs.
think so. They'll just get out. And I don't think I need to be too stressed about specific model placement. Oh, I got Bile's little helper. Can't forget him. Whee. And they'll pop an advance roll because they don't follow rules for just 7 inches, but they're not going too far.
Chosen, in fact, do not obey the rules of Warhammer.
No, they really don't. Now your war boss, because he is not leading knobs, is not -1 to wounds?
That is correct. It is the knob datasheet rule.
Okay, that's good. I have no idea what this unit wants to shoot at, but it'll shoot something. That's gonna hurt you. Cypher will pop an advance roll. He's gonna go 11 inches into this Rhino. Although, actually, he is also providing the Vector. That's pretty important.
It is. So I'm at 3, so I can fight on death. If you run away, it allows me to interrupt and crit 5.
And crit 5. So at that point, I would take like a substantial amount of pain.
Pretty good amount of damage because we're still in the wall because of the new wall change.
Okay, Cypher I think will chill right where he's at. Not even bother moving. He's happy. Thank you for that. These possessed are going to just meander. I think they're going to really be the ones to get as much work done as possible here. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to have Cypher shoot the 3 breakaboys. Because I would like to just make good use of that 2 damage and 2 wounds. This Rhino is going to back it on up.
Make sure you hold that.
Because now I have 2 OC and sticky, so even if the truck comes on, it won't take it from me. And then the chosen brick will probably dump just about everything it can into these knobs. And then hopefully there's less knobs. And then the possessed will charge, and hopefully there's less everything. Okay.
I do hope the possessed make less everything for your sake.
Yeah. Not a CP, so we're just going to make this work. So we'll start with Cypher going into the Breaker Boys. Here's his Dark Pack for lethals. It passes. 3 plasma pistol shots. It's 3 hits. Strength 8. 3 wounds, AP 3, 2 damage.
Is that the Breaker Boys?
Breaker Boys.
5 up and bolt.
Yeah.
Oh!
3 dead Breaker Boys.
1 guy left.
And the bolt pistols. 2 lethal sustains, so 2 wounds, 5 hits, strength 4. Will be 5 wounds, AP 1.
This Cypher guy's pretty good.
Cypher's real.
Cypher's guy's pretty good. That's a dead Breaker Boy.
Yeah. Now Cypher's actually like one of my favorite units in Chaos. He's so cool. The Bile Brick is gonna take a pact and shoot everything at the knobs. Here's the pact. It passes. I'll start with Bile himself, wounding on 2s. Pact for sustain. And then wounding on 2s. No.
I'll take that.
Okay. Here are the 4 combi weapons. Actually, I'll start with plasma pistols. I've got 4 plasma pistols. I will overcharge.
Okay.
It's hits. It's 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds, AP 3, 2 damage. On knobs.
5 ups. Lose 2 guys.
Okay. I've got 4 hazardous to take before I forget. You're all okay. No justice in the world. Combi weapons.
Okay.
All right.
I guess
5 misses, 3 sustains.
Yeah.
Okay. Wounding on 4s. 1 dev wound.
Take a dev.
And that is everything from them. And then the Rhino will shoot downtown. He's out of rapid fire. Here's the Havoc Launcher. 1 shot. Are you blastable?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. 1 shot. It's wounds.
Good.
Let me pack for lethals, passes, and 2 combi bolters. 2 lethals, 2 armor saves.
Do I have cover?
Not on
Nope.
that guy. All right, that is the end of my supreme shooting phase. These possess, or I guess the Bile Brick is going to charge the 1 war boss.
Yep. Very dramatic.
7. Yeah, this war boss is going to feel it in a minute here. All right. And because I can fall back and do everything, I'm not even too concerned about that truck bumping into me. I also think it's reasonable that I just kill the truck.
I hope Chosen kill a truck.
Dude, Stream 5 sucks. But talks to you.
Chosen are just so bad, Nick.
They're so bad.
They're just so bad. They're so bad.
Possessed are going to go into just the Beast Snagger Boys because I think it's like a 4-inch charge to the knobs, and I just don't want to fail it with 0 CP.
That would be a big loss
That would
condition.
be how I lose the game
Mega
right here,
loss
right?
condition, yeah.
So we're just going to go for the automatic. I rolled a 4. Would have made it, but you don't know these things. And now if Michael wants to heroic, yeah, that would just get him killed more. And like this is definitely putting a low ceiling on my damage compared to what it could be. But it also means I can potentially pile into him here with a couple guys. I think like 2 will get a fight, maybe 3 even. And I just don't think a war boss and a couple mobs are going to flip this battle over. Maybe you're wrong.
What'd you say now?
What did I say now? I'm not too concerned about the 4-1 war boss interrupting on the Chosen, so I'm going to start with the Possessed. They are going to pact for Sustained. They are going to reroll that pact because they have an icon.
Oh!
And
Roll a 3 for me.
3 damage.
Goodbye.
Not the best start.
Battle flipped.
Battle flipped. I'm going to pull this guy because he's uglier. Okay. Now we're going to fight you, Michael.
All right, where are you going?
That's the question. I think I do want to engage these knobs and just hit them as hard as possible. So these 2 fight like that. At least 5 go in the Beast Nagas. 2 guys have to go into knobs. 2 models have a legitimate choice. There's
It's probably knobs, right?
it's probably not the 2 damage. Yeah.
I think removing the knobs is like very important because since you hit that T7, these Beast Snagger Boys are significantly worse this game.
5s. Yeah. I was just thinking if I dump it all into the Beast Nagas, I probably wipe that unit. And the knobs with -1 to wound do like mess with me. But your strength 5, toughness 5 doesn't matter.
Strength 5, T5.
Okay, so yeah, 4 guys will go into the knobs with sustained hits, and 5 guys will go into the beast snaggers with sustained hits.
Fight on death with those knobs.
For 3 CP, spent them all. 4 into the knobs. Hitting on 3s. And I still get sustained even though I failed my pact because this is not pact bound. There we go. And wounding on 4s. This unit's popping dev wounds, of course. 1 dev, no rerolls this time around. 5 invulns.
5 invulns.
6 invulns, I'm sorry.
6 invulns. All right, so everything's on a 5-up no matter what. I do have an alive war boss.
An alive war boss. So 3 knobs and 2 damage.
2 knobs, 2 damage.
2 knobs, 2 damage. Oh, there are only 2 knobs. Okay. All right. And then I've got 5 going into these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm actually going to end up giving you a 10 here because I don't think I'm clearing you off this entirely, but at least I'm not giving you a 15.
Let's find out what happens.
3s. I got 4 sustains.
It's not bad.
And I need 4s to wound you. Oh, that's a lot of death.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't think I have the objective.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I talk. It'd be 6 invulns and 5 devs.
Well, all right. So here's the 6 invulns. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. So we'll have 3 plus 5. So we'll have 8.
8 sets of 2 Feel No Pains.
And I'm just going to reroll successes.
Yeah, see, you're going to hold this objective. Reroll the success. Nope. Dead. Okay.
So I am going to have the
2 guys.
The knob best friend.
Knob, a guy,
And
and a war
then
boss.
leave this guy based right here.
Okay. So you can resolve your fight on deaths, then I'll consolidate.
Yep, so let me do my fight on death. So I have 2 knobs that died. Just goes back in because it's sustained.
Yep.
3s. Oh, we got a good wound roll. 6.
6.
AP 2 for 2.
All right, 5 ups. That's going to kill 2 guys and wound the next. That is not ideal. Bop, bop. I'll pull you out of combat so I don't take excess damage. Since I'm not stealing it anyway, and I'll just pull this guy. And 2 damage. Okay?
And I think that is going to be it. My war boss dies a horrible death.
Yeah, we don't have to roll that out unless you really want. I could engage that truck, which largely means it can't fall back and do stuff, so I will engage that truck.
Tank shocking that Terminator over there was on my to-do list.
Ah, yes. Well, not anymore. Bonk, 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 bonk. You can, of course, hit me there. And then the last thing is I get to consolidate this, but I won't because it'll engage me, so we're good.
And I think that's it.
Yeah, you can resolve your truck if you want, but doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I have my truck. Hold on. I'm going to get all chosen out of this. All right, maybe not. 1 AP, nothing for 1.
1 save is good.
All right.
All right. I'm going to score Overforce on the knob unit for 3,
That's right.
and the Breaker Boys for 5.
Yep.
So 5 Overforce, and I will...
Ditch behind.
I'm about to get it, but I think I'm going to ditch it, because you could mess with it. So I'll go up to 2 command points.
Okay, so we get a 10, maybe. So let's roll some battle shock
gotta do
tests.
some battle shock.
And we're going to see what happens from here.
Nice.
Beast boss unit on a 6.
Oh no. And you can
Just auto.
Cypher, unfortunately, because the Vectora is
Cypher's
the
112 of both of them, so no
both
auto pass
units,
here.
so there's no auto pass here. Flash kit on a 7, so 51% roll. It's all right. Uh-oh. All right, so we're going to get a 5 on primary.
Michael, I'm sorry.
Everything's okay. Everything's fine. Those Breakaboys units over there.
Yeah.
On some number. That number's fine. That number's fine. Everything else is good in the world. Let's draw some cards. We'll get a 5. Sad face.
Yep.
Extend. Good draw.
You can just do it. It's
for
free.
that war boss.
It's literally free.
Containment. Actually, also a good draw.
Yeah, you can actually contain, extend, and just like
I can do all the stuff here.
do that with like no units. Yeah.
So I have 1 bomb squig left on that unit. This war boss can contain, or actually this truck can
truck can
contain,
do it,
but I
yeah.
think this truck is going to go here though.
And box was possessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or attempt to box and possess.
Right.
I think the truck has to do it though. This is going to get flipped either way, right?
You could theoretically make the Great Wall of Truck to buy yourself a turn.
I could try.
You could try.
It's kind of tough though, right? Because these chosen are going to kill me in melee right now.
Yeah.
Right? So I have to fall back, but the moment I fall back, just kind of zoom around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta move advanced charge is pretty far.
You can move pretty far. And then the truck would have to fall back. In order to avoid that, it has to fall back that way. Towards you to make sure you don't springboard off me, or else I'm going to fall back this way and you're going to springboard off me anyway.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to get charged either way, because even if I charge this way, you can just set it up so the chosen are in a big line. You can pile and consolidate onto this objective either way, right? So I think you're going to get it either way, unfortunately. So I think we're just going to go for as many points as possible. We're playing WTC style, so I'm trying to get as many points as I can to try and lower the differential.
Yeah, and even though you're up a decent amount right now, it's because I have bottom a turn and like the material advantage is getting kind of out of hand for you.
Yeah.
I feel like you're now shifting into like that mindset.
You're going to get a 10, so you're going to be +1 diff on me either way, since we couldn't unfortunately get heroes. We'd still stay even on that. If I would say I'd probably be looking for probably like a 6 to 8.
6 to 8
6 to 8 is probably something like here. It's going to kind of depend on your card draws. So I think this
WTC,
truck,
I'd be coaching you for that 8.
this truck wants to contain.
Yes.
I
I think it can do if it just drives in that little.
think in this
pocket.
little box right here.
Yeah, basically where it was last turn.
Yeah, so 6 gives me all the way back. And then we will rotate.
4.
And then just end up in this little pocket right here.
Yeah.
18. All good.
Yeah.
I'll just back it up like a little more,
You got
do
it.
whatever the thing we have to do. That's containment. This truck is in combat. These breakaboys are going to do a 1-inch move.
A normal move even.
A normal move.
And they don't have to see me for their squig mine?
They do not.
Oh.
So I'm probably actually not going to go after that Terminator.
Really?
I'm going to go after the cultist.
Why is that?
So I don't trust the truck to actually kill 4 cultists. So I need to remove as many as I can, so I don't let you get a 15
Are
this
you
turn.
thinking the breakers will charge the Terminator?
No, they're going to contain.
Oh, they're going to contain.
Yeah,
So they're just
yeah.
going to leave the Terminator.
Yeah, so because the truck can't really contain where it's standing. Well, I mean, it could maybe contain where it's standing,
Well, it could drive to like where
but
the
I'm
breaker
honestly
are.
probably just I'm gonna tank shock you is what I really want to do. Whereas I don't necessarily trust 4 attacks on the breaker boys right now. That's a failure point
yeah,
once
that's
again.
been painful.
So we're gonna avoid the failure point.
Yeah.
So let's 2-up bomb squig you. Okay. We're not gonna bomb squig you. Okay.
From the Art of War. Next up here.
And then we're gonna try and remove all these possess. You're gonna flip this home field no matter what we do. It is what it is today.
It is what it is today.
So we're just gonna fall back, stand and kind of in the way, and then these guys are gonna try and kill all those guys. Flash kit's just gonna. Actually, it has heavy, so we're gonna sit still because I want that +1 to hit.
Hell yeah.
War boss is happy. These guys can't fail this charge, so we're just gonna hang out. And
The one thing to consider, I guess you're planning to get extend battle lines on that one.
yes, I'm gonna tank shock you over
Gotcha.
there. Yeah,
Fine then.
that's at least the plan.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna move the truck just a little.
I mean, all you have to do is kill a singular cultist.
Yeah.
Right? And he's got to shoot it too, right?
He does have a shooter. It will probably kill no cultists, but we will try.
I believe in you.
So let's do the stuff. So let's try and activate the shooter from the truck first. Hitting on 5s. Got 2 hits. Winning on 3s. 1. AP nothing for 1.
One cultist in cover.
No!
Yeah.
Contain and contain on these guys. We're gonna activate the flash kit now.
Into the possess.
Actually, I'm gonna activate my pistols first.
Oh yeah,
from
get
these guys.
that wound chip.
2 sluggas, 2 hits, and 1 AP nothing for 1.
You got that possess.
Got that one. And then the shooter on the beast boss hits on a 4 because it's a grot gunner. Nothing there.
Nice.
Combi weapon from the war boss. 2 hits. 2 devs.
2 devs. Down to 1.
Flash get gun. We're gonna have 4 shots hitting on 4s because we stood still. Not rewarded.
Not rewarded.
And 1 AP 1 for 2.
Feel possessed. You're getting them.
And that truck fell back. And let's do some charging. So I'm going to charge the truck into those cultists.
Yep.
It did it. I'm gonna tank shock you.
Yep. There you go.
8 dice.
You did it.
One mortal.
You really
wins.
did it.
We did a mortal.
You extended the battle line.
We have extended battle lines. And then War Boss into the Possessed. He did
You'll
it.
make it.
The Beast Boys into the Possessed. They do it. I'm just going to kind of threaten to go deep if you don't deal with me next turn.
Yeah, I do have very limited units left too.
Flash gets, I know I'm not going to hold this. So he goes.
Yeah, that's fair. He's also not holding it. I suppose you could take another battle shock, but you know.
And you have 2 CP, so you can interrupt. We will start with the Beast Boys.
The Beastie Boys.
So 6 attacks on the Beast Boss. We're going to start with him. Because nobody's injured, right?
No one's injured.
All right. Pick up one.
Yeah.
I'm going to wound you on...
Sorry. I guess I should just fight on death here.
Oh yeah, same thing. Concept. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
one
that's fine.
CP.
That's
I'm just
fine.
gonna do it. Yeah, go ahead.
5s actually, because he's only strength 6. 1 AP, 1 for 2.
That's the Beast Boss?
Yeah, I should have used his other profile.
Oh, do you want to? You got 100%
Yeah.
hits. I really don't mind.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's only going to be 4 hits instead.
Okay.
And 3s, 4 AP, 2 for 2.
AP 2 for 2. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yep.
That will kill a guy and 2 damage.
I got down to 1. I'm going to use my Choppa from a Beast Snagga Boy. 1 hit. Winning on 5s because we are a Beast Snagga Boy. 2 AP, 1 for 1 there.
That'll get him.
The Power Snapper from the Boss Knob. Okay, we're doing it.
You're dice Dice rolls are getting so excited.
Yeah, they're so excited. 5s. Actually, no, sorry. This is strength 7, so it's going to be 1 AP, 1 for 2.
T7 Possessed are stupid. That's a
And
dumb
then
unit.
fight on death me.
Okay, so 1 fight on death. I miss it. Okay, that doesn't work.
And then nobody's injured, so I'm going to go to the Flash Git now.
Yes.
5s. 3 AP, 1 for 1.
1 for 1 will hurt a Possessed.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
War Boss with his 2 damage attack.
Yeah.
2 sustained.
Wow. 5 hits.
3s.
That's more like it.
That's more like it. 2 AP, 2 for 2.
They'll kill that guy, shift the wound, and then we'll see if he fights on death. Oh, it's Squig!
Attack Squig.
It's Squig!
Don't you dare disrespect this boy. You're done.
No.
It's over for you.
No.
I have to be honest, I don't know that
The-
works.
Got him. He went
I
not
think
straight
it might
to-
be like...
Strength 2.
I think it might be. Just
No.
roll and see if it even matters.
It does matter.
All right.
If you were strength
It
three.
is strength 4.
Oh, you got
actually.
him. Okay, so I've got 2 fight on deaths. I will never hit a fight on death.
Apparently not. And I cannot base you, but I can get into engagement range, right?
Yes.
So I
you
can't
have to go that way.
Can't go this way. That's okay. And we're just gonna sit still because I don't want you to punch me for free, to be honest with you.
Okay, you can resolve
My
the
truck.
process. Yeah.
3. No. Thank goodness we killed the one on Tank Shark.
I'm not even gonna bother with those dudes.
Yep.
Here's the 2 Possessed. They're gonna take a pact. They pass. I've got 10 attacks going into your Beast Boss and friend. Hitting on 3s. Link, 1 sustain. Wounding on 4s. 4 AP 1 2 damage.
All right. So 2 6s first. Fail either. The first guy, the other one has 2 wounds. Okay, so he's good. Reroll the success. Kills that guy. Then the 2 damage on the Boss Knob. Lives.
Okay.
6 up.
And
2.
2 damage. So the boss down dies, and then 1 save for the war boss.
Down to the War Boss. And the
Takes
War
2.
Boss takes 2, and he has a 6 up. He takes 1, so he's down to 5.
A lot of solo Orks running around. All right.
Just the way I like it.
Yeah. Guerrilla warfare.
And I think that's it. So I will get my extend for 5. I'm going to contain for 6. I will get an 11-point secondary turn.
Okay, that was actually savage in
Yeah.
terms of point scoring.
That was good.
You almost had a 10 there, and then you'd be up even harder.
That would have been a 16-point turn. Would have been actually no, that'd have been 21 points for that turn. That would have been a
for
really
like
big,
no resources. Well, that's crazy.
really good.
All right, so that was a lot of points for kind of out of nowhere, which I was not seeing coming. But we're gonna just press this material advantage for as long as I possibly can, and try to catch back up. I've bottom turn 15, looking good, and I'm about to score a 10 right now, so that's nice. We've got Assassination with a gaggle of characters in front of me, so that's fine. And we've got Extend Battle Lines. I like that.
It's pretty free. 10 points.
Secondaries get easier when you're everywhere. I think these possessed just go on a grot murder mission. And try to take this home field and deny your points for the last time. At the start of the command phase, actually, I think I'm going to spend 1 CP to resurrect a Terminator. For one, it's a really cool strat. It's not going to take the objective, because it's 4-4, but it is going to give me another Terminator. And then I can't auto-pass their battle shock, so I am going to have to roll it. They pass. They're just going to move, and hopefully they can knock out these 2 Breakaboys and get work done on this truck. I think these cultists will fall back as well, just to keep the OC alive for a little while. Over here, my Rhino's going to back up to the edge, since it's turn 5 scoring for me. These 2 possessed need to take a battle shock, so we'll start there.
That's right.
They fail their battle shock. All right. I think we're going to advance the Chosen Brick and just going to have it ice all this.
Just, clean it up. No more points for me.
No more points for Michael. He's going to play the game with some trucks after this. So we go 9 inches. And this should work. Cypher will hold the midfield for a second. He could die to a truck, honestly, but I will walk back on turn 5 to reclaim the ground. So he's just going to stand right there, get his little guns going. This 4 wounds. Who's this on? This is on Cypher. Okay. Assassination, extend. That's very free and doable. I think these 2 possessed will fall back. They feel their battle shock, so it's take 2.
Ones and twos.
No, not today. And they're just going to run into this ruin so they can move and advance charge on this objective on turn 5. Or do an action, whatever it calls them. So we'll shoot with Cypher. Cypher is going to pact, and he will do plasma pistol and bolt pistols at this beast boss.
Sounds good.
It's packed. Passes. So plasma pistol is 3 hits and a lethal. Strength 8 will be 4 wounds, AP 3, 2 damage.
5 up in volts. Pass 2.
damage.
6 up. Feel no pains. Take 4. Beast boss is going to be down to 1 now.
Bolt pistols for the win. 1 lethal and 6 hits. And then it's going to be 5s. It's going to be 3 wounds total, AP 1.
5 ups.
Doesn't care. Okay.
He's the boss.
The Bile Brick is going to shoot. Bile himself will shoot the Flash Gate. Everything else will shoot this guy.
Got him.
I will not overcharge plasma pistols. Here's Bile. Here's the Pact. Let's reroll the Pact. I fail the Pact. And I take damage. I take 2 damage, which will hurt a guy. Okay. Let's have the Needle Pistol shoot the Flash Gate with 4 hits. 4 wounds. I don't remember if it's AP, but you just roll 4 saves.
4 saves, AP something.
Got him on the 1, 2 damage. Here are the combi weapons into your 1 wound man. On 4s to hit, 1 sustain, 4's a dev, 2 dev wounds on your beast boss.
6s.
Got him.
Down for the count.
All right, and all his plasma pistols that were not overcharged are wasted. The 2 Terminators will shoot your Breakaboys. They will not pact. Here's the Reaper Chain Cannon. They're just resurrected. 3 hits and 1 dev wound and 1 AP 1.
Here's the AP 1. I'll have a guy at 1.
All right, and I have a combi weapon, which is 1 hit. 1 dev wound kills that guy.
Kills that guy.
Nice. That's gonna be it for my shooting. So let's just Bile Brick into the war boss. 9 inches. We're gonna base him up like so. And now nobody else can make base, so we're just gonna get closer. And that's more than enough, I'm sure. So we'll just vibe out over here. All right, those possessed are gonna charge the Gretchen on an 8.
They do it.
I will do it. Should be the end of these clowns. Make base. He can no longer make base. Just go there. And the 2 Terminators will charge the Breakaboy and the truck on an 8. Bonk, bonk. Okay. You theoretically could interrupt there. So I'll start with the Terminators.
Makes sense. I am going to fight on death.
Okay.
Unironically, the best decision for me to make at the moment.
Terminators, slamming you. I did not pact. I don't think I need it. 3s to wound. Yeah, 8 wounds.
Okay.
2 damage.
He died. So, can I kill 2 Terminators in return?
Please don't.
Making my truck a hero.
One
No,
hit.
I cannot. 1 AB2 for 3.
He doesn't care.
Actually, no, 3 does not wound because you're T6 on Terminators.
I am T6.
Yes, that's right.
Bile. Okay, so he's dead, and I'm just gonna bonk into your truck here. There you go.
Yeah.
You could interrupt with Grots or something. Oh, you can't now.
Nope.
Okay, Possessor going into Grots. 20 attacks. Hitting on 3s. They would pact. Here's their pact. They pass. Those were misses, though. I didn't roll single 6. That's how you know I didn't cheat. And your temp is 3?
I'm T2.
You're T2?
Yeah,
God, you're so
I'm a
bad.
squishy little guy.
Don't worry, I got ones for you. Only 9.
Well, I'm going to live then.
All right. Just be there in a way where I have 3 guys on the objective, which should be fine for now. Over here in your war boss, let's start with the pact. Okay, they're dead.
Goodbye,
He's dead.
War Boss.
Okay. And we'll consolidate onto these.
As much as I would love for him to survive 10 chosen and bile, I just don't think he has it.
You don't think he can
he
do
doesn't
it?
have that dog in him.
No, I get it. He's not what he used to be. Gaz would have done it.
Gaz could have done it.
Gaz could have done it.
There's also a small difference in profiles there.
So I will extend battle lines for 5 and assassination for 5, and I think that should shore up the massive points turn you just got. You can slap me back if you want.
My Gretchen will pass.
Okay. Turn 5?
Turn 5. Okay, so just some upkeep mostly. We have a couple battle shocks we have to do. First, let's actually draw some cards.
Yeah.
Behind enemy lines.
Behind enemy lines.
That truck maybe can do some sneaky stuff.
let's
Let's find out. Storm hostile.
Well, everything's hostile.
Everything is hostile, and I can maybe actually do that. I do have a bunch of trucks.
You do. That's for sure.
Do I want to flip either of these? If anything, I flip behind, I think.
Yeah, behind seems fake.
Let's just take a quick flip through the deck and shuffle it up, see what we can get.
Yeah.
So we can get Overwhelming, that sucks. Assassinate sucks. Marks for Death sucks. Aries Denial sucks. Sabotage sucks. Bring It Down sucks. Okay, all right. I think we're happy with what we got. So let's find out if we can be sneaky with the truck first. So let's check that measurement. So 18 is going to be here.
Yep.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's not
Absolutely not. All right, so we're going to flip to the Storm Hostile plan. You have 5 OC on there right now. If I stay in combat, I don't think 2 cultists or 2 Terminators are going to kill that truck.
Shouldn't.
But I'm going to drive that truck over there,
It's 4 OC to 5 OC in these
tank shock you, shoot the cultists,
Yeah.
hopefully remove some dudes, and hopefully we can get Storm that way.
I think that's a real plan.
My Gretchen have to roll a battle shock test.
The Brave Boys. They fail.
Sad Gretchen. Do they die when they run away?
One does.
One does. I have a run turn.
Brave Boy.
Let's back him up.
Okay.
Then we're going to drive this truck on over. We're going to move it 10 because it's going to pivot.
Sure.
Let's get it up right here.
Barely changes much.
This truck is going to drive this way.
Bump into me.
Try and bump into you.
Sure.
And let's shoot.
Yeah.
The truck in combat into the cultist.
Yeah.
1 hit, because -1 to hit from being in combat. 1 AP nothing for 1.
6 up. Got him.
The next truck.
2
2.
hits.
3s.
Ooh.
Snake eyes.
And it's looking dicey again.
Looking dicey again. I have to tank shock, kill at least 1 Terminator.
Did you want a CP reroll maybe? The wound roll?
No, because then I can't take
Then you
shock.
can't take shock.
Then I
Yeah,
can't
true,
take shock.
true, true.
I think the tank shock is
It's
probably a little bit better.
Yeah.
Let's charge.
It's got it.
And then we'll see if we bump into you down there.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
I'll double check it.
You might be. 6?
I am outside 6.
Okay.
Tank shark on that truck.
Yep. What's this, 8 dice?
8 dice.
Well, 3 5-ups.
It's easy. It's a slightly above average roll.
Hey, he's got 4.
I got 4.
All right, that'll kill my Terminator. And the next one.
And then I'll hit you back.
Yeah.
1 hit and 1 wound.
He's good.
All right, hit me back.
Yeah, he'll take a pact. He's good. He will hit the truck I've been fighting 3 times. Can't kill you, but he's anti-vehicle 3+, just 1 wound. AP 2 for 2 damage.
6 up. Nope. Take 2 damage. Truck will be down to 8.
Yep.
And now that other truck's gonna hit you. See if I can just clean remove the Terminators. Nope.
Not today.
All right, I will get my Storm though.
Yep.
It's actually not too bad. So I'll get 4 for Storm. We'll get rid of Behind for a CP in case it matters for some odd reason.
So 61, not a bad place to finish.
No.
All right, so that's turn 5. Now we're just gonna see how high I can ring up this scoreboard. I should get a 15 automatically. I'm already there. So let's just draw.
See if you gotta do anything.
Mark for death would mean I have to kill a truck. That is trivial.
Or you get not even kill a
Oh,
truck,
that-
just a
or-
runt herd. Actually,
Or
I'd have to
you
mark
would
3
mark 3
trucks.
trucks.
I'd mark 3 trucks.
Storm hostile is now possible.
It is. Kind of goes hand in hand, advancing and chosen over there.
Yeah, I think I'm
Killing
gonna
a
just
truck.
try to get both
Do
of them
that,
at the same
yep.
time. So we're gonna advance the chosen. I do technically a battle shocks, but we'll see if that matters. The chosen go 10. And an interesting thing is because I'm so spread out, I don't know that I can actually get all my guys to fight you effectively. So it's possible you survive this. Impossible.
When you should roll your battle truck and try and res a Terminator as well, actually, because that'd be
fair.
actually quite
That would
helpful
be
here.
helpful. So the Terminators will just res for 1 before I take the battle shock. Then I have to take the battle shock.
Oh, because it's in the command phase.
Yes.
Got it.
But
yes.
he did fail, so
Yep.
it was just 2 Terminators. The cultists passed their battle shock, so I have 2 OC on the point so far. These 2 possess passed their battle shock, so they'll get me my 15 that way. Cypher will go here to try to help. These possess will kill a truck to try to get marked for death if I need
Try
that.
and kill a
They'll
truck.
try. We will just shoot Cypher at the close truck. Try to make that a little easier. Pact fails. Cypher takes 3 damage. He's down to 1, but that is fine. His plasma pistol. 1 lethal, 3 hits. 2 wounds. AP 3, 2 damage.
6 up in bones.
2 damage.
2 damage on, and that is on the injured truck or the uninjured
The
truck?
uninjured truck.
Uninjured truck.
And the bolt pistols. 1 miss. 5 hits and a lethal. 3 wounds. AP 1.
4 ups or 5 ups. Sorry.
Yep.
Take 2. Or sorry, take 1 because it's a bolt pistol, right?
The bile brick will shoot you. Pact. Reroll. Fails. Kills the wounded guy. I wanted to get, I guess this is lethal hits. 4 plasma pistols overcharging. I want to clear you off so I have more space. Fails to do anything, and combi weapons. This largely doesn't matter. 1 lethal. That's it. Just 1 save.
Make it.
Cool. I owe you 4 hazardous checks, and I'm killing myself for you. You're welcome.
Where are these dice earlier, Nick?
We're there.
You did this.
We're going to charge both trucks. On a 5. I think we made it. Yeah, we sure made it. And
Either one.
I basically just need to kill the 1 truck that I just shot at a bunch, which shouldn't be too difficult. And failing that, I have an attempt on the other truck. Other truck, get on a 2. And we'll pile in here. If I kill this truck, I get Storm and marked. So here's the Pact. Here's the reroll for the Pact. Why? Why would I pass packs? 1 damage, I'll put it on my helper.
No.
Okay, here's Bile, who's got 6 attacks right now because it is the Bile rule. 2 sustains, and he wounds you on 5s. Amazing.
Nothing.
I got 2 Power Fists with 10 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh man, you're gonna live. 4 hits, And 2 Anvils, the 2 AP2s. 4 damage.
Take 4. This guy's down to 3 now.
2 pairs of accursed cult weapons. 1 sustain. Wounding on 5s and twin linked. That's gonna be 4 AP2s, 1 damage each.
6 ups.
We did it.
Oh,
Okay.
you got there.
Marked and storm
Do I
for
explode?
9 primary. And that's gonna be where she ends it. Good game, Mr.
That
Man.
was a good game.
Awesome. So all said and done, what is that, 74.57?
74-57.
Very nice. How did you feel about your Orks in your first stream game ever?
Felt pretty good. Ended up, I was expecting a little more drawish action. I did get scammed on a couple diff points there, so it does make sense, right? So I was -5, not being able to pass the 2 battle shocks, and then I missed, like that Terminator living, for instance, scammed me out a couple of points.
I mean, you called a 6 to 8 range. You hit a 7.
Yeah.
You know, you were literally a battle shock away from an 8.
Yep.
And then, not bad, not bad. You know, really. I feel like in the early game I got a little too much value, and part of that was dice for sure.
Exactly.
Maybe you could have positioned a little tighter so I didn't get that kind of value early.
So it kind of depends, right? So with Warhorde, you're really looking at more. I think I need more damage breaks in this list, right?
Really?
I think I'm being a little too cute with the gits. I just need to accept the Warhorde life and accept that every game's going to be a Thunder Punch.
Yeah.
And just embrace that, right?
Yeah, the 2x5 flash
Instead of
hits are
just playing this
good,
cute
but-
little like,
yeah.
oh, here's 5 flash gits on the objective. Here's 5 more flash gits on this objective. Instead of just being like, anyway, here's 30 Beast Snagger Boys, 18 Breaker Boys, 15 Knobs. I'm going to charge everything, and you have to find a way to kill me.
Yeah,
Right.
I think a third Beast Snagger break definitely felt like it was missing.
Yeah, I think the third Breaker Boys actually is what I missed the most here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the 3 damage flat into Chosen,
yeah.
Possessed, it's just so good. Whereas,
Yeah.
like, since you hit that extra toughness, my Beast Snagger Boys really could not do damage to you, right? That was a really awkward piece for me to use this turn.
Yeah.
Everything's winning on 5s, right? So or 4s at best.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough.
Yeah, I agree. I expect this to be a brawl. I really didn't have any inclination as to who would come out on top of it going into it. I think now seeing how our armies interact, you really struggled to pick up my army effectively. I thought your mass 3 damage would actually just push you over, but it's not that much 3 damage. And it comes in these small attack quantities.
Yeah, it's very elite.
Where that allowed me to like do a really powerful interrupt with reroll wounds into you.
Right.
And you know, I banked CP all game to pretty much like that. And then in a melee brawl like this, when you just like are able to kind of break through, and I got to your home field, it just falls apart really fast.
And Cypher was also a huge matchup breaker.
Cypher's the
Huge matchup breaker.
What did he? Not only the Vect, which obviously is important in melee mirrors, but his shooting went unanswered the entire game.
I had no answer to how Cypher shooting.
He killed like basically 10 flash gits, a unit of knobs, a war boss. Like what a guy!
Into the right, you kept him in the Rhino until I couldn't deal with him anymore at that point, right?
Yeah, I wanted to keep him in the Rhino because the Vect is powerful. But once you lose Cypher, he's gone, right? So like I wanted that value out of Cypher the entire time.
I really wanted to set it up right here, but rolling the 2 10-inch charges around the Rhino was a little
you had a great idea, and
It was
then
a little rough.
no connection.
Yeah.
Well, awesome, Michael. Well, I hope you enjoyed the game.
I had a great time.
Me too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. You can always tag us in the Discord channel. You can tag Michael at MichaelMann, and he'll go through and answer any questions you have. You can tag me at Nick Donavati, and I'll answer any questions in the respective Orks and CSM channels. We'll also be doing post-game breakdowns, which you can catch in the post-game analysis channel. Really awesome stuff. Thank you so much for watching. We love your support, and we'll catch you next time.